again.
How about now?
Yeah.
Ooh.
There we go.
There we go.
Yeah, okay. Thank you for the check. I've never had the money to do a tech check before or whatever. And yeah, welcome to Friday Tea and D&D, and thank God the sound is now working. Yeah, we just
Oh, yeah, I need dice, don't I?
probably do.
Oh, yeah. We've had all this time to set up.
Yeah, you need dice for D&D.
So we sit around, remember that we have dice, and play some Dungeons and Dragons.
Oh, I have tiny dice.
You have tiny dice.
I also have new dice. Well,
Ooh.
it is a 1 dice, and it is amazing.
Let's have a look.
Put that over there.
So,
Oh,
this, and then.
Oh yeah, we won
Oh
that.
no, come on. Oh no, there we go.
Ah,
So
we
when I
won
do
that at
Thunderbolt, that's what
bowling.
I'm going to do.
Sure. Fair enough.
I reckon that you should have bonus effects on that, but not anything that means anything. Like maybe they have the status of groovy. Like after you attack them, just don't modify any of their stats. They're just like.
Oh, to show that, you hand a dice to Neda, there you go like that, and then she picks it up and it goes.
Should we introduce ourselves?
Sure. Welcome to Friday Tea and D&D, where we sit around, drink some hot beverages of choice, and play some Dungeons and Dragons. I'm Tim. I play Tim, the human dungeon master.
I'm Pip. I play Neda Goodbarrel, the Storm Sorcerer Halfling.
I'm in this camera today.
Yeah.
I'm Rebecca. I play Lorelei, the Bladestone Wizard of Variola.
I'm Alison. I play Pippa Reed, who is the Githzerai monk cleric.
And yeah, this is us. Hi.
Such a mouthful.
I was trying to look at D&D had Variola elves, but it auto-corrected it to Aardvark.
Does it have aardvark elves?
Ah.
Yeah.
I want to be
There's been Aardvark.
Ants!
So many ants.
I need to remember what we were doing last time, Tim. You going to update us?
Yeah. After an excellent and informative chat with the Minotaur, including discussion about Fervain's Rivermouth Fortress.
Is that real? Did that actually happen, or did we try and kill him?
Oh no, we did talk.
We talked to him. He said that
He had some lovely cups
we
of
had to
tea.
work out the password, or he would, or we couldn't pass through the door, and if we tried, he'd kill us. But we got 3 questions, so he just went, "What's the password?" He told us.
Yeah, we thought we were being tricked for ages. Of wait, if we do that, he's obviously going to kill us, right? If we just ask him the password, he's going to kill
Can I
us.
stick this in the microwave? It's quite cool.
Oh,
Yeah, sure.
that's all. Sure.
you.
It was in the teapot. Did you make the teapot?
I did.
Oh, then yeah.
Just
Sorry.
cooled down quite quickly.
Cool down quickly. Fair enough. But yeah,
It's ghosts.
you had a chat with him, including Fervain's Rivermouth Fortress. The last he knew, when the Minotaur was on the surface, it was being attacked by the Grinners. He said. You made it through. You indeed solved the riddle of the Minotaur. You made it through the room of swinging axes.
Oh,
And
giant Jeremy
I
and
had
those
to-
axes. Jesus.
I had to interpret your notes to ask the questions about who that guy was and where we saw him.
Oh gosh,
And it was
which guy?
Kellingworth. It was. Oh, Tim's going to tell us.
yeah. Well, I mean, what?
You
All
remember
you've
the
got was his
Minotaur
name.
told us asked us where he was when we said from Kellingsworth, and he was the guy running the cult of Boulder. I'm sure that came up in conversation.
Oh no, the Minotaur doesn't know about the cult of Bolgroi. But yeah, he knew about Fervain.
Yes,
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
we told him where he
Fervain, who you know from the cult of Bolgroi, he knows as a dread necromancer who had a fortress at the river mouth.
Falvane is a dreadnought. Wait. Falvane.
Fervain,
Falvane.
at least that's how I spelled it.
Oh well, dread necromancer. Do I know what that is? Can I roll for that?
was. I know what it was. Wouldn't
Oh,
I?
would you know what it is?
Can I roll? See if I know
You-
what
you-
Dread
I think
you-
we've already
Necromancer
had
is.
You'd already know what. I mean, there's the entire Tower of Necromancy who gave you. Who
Yeah.
asked you to fetch back the scythe blade.
Yeah.
So where does he stay?
What?
Where is his keep?
It's
No,
in Kellingworth, isn't he?
All the Minotaur knew was that he had a fortress at the. And you found the dungeon of a fortress when you went underneath Kellingworth. What could be the dungeon of a
Oh yeah,
fortress?
we opened it and it made all the gas.
Okay.
Right. Jesus. So anyway, you made it through the next room. You fought the Oblex and the zombie beholder
Oh, and the
Battle the rug.
axes.
and the rug.
I bottled the rug and
Yep.
lost.
And the axes. You forgot the axes because that was a
Honestly,
farce.
Pep, you should have much
Iron
better.
Jeremy. Just
Can't make that joke. Yes,
Iron Jeremy just couldn't dex.
he could not.
To be fair, neither did the monk apparently.
Yeah, no, I'm
Not
sorry. I
poet,
tried
yeah.
so hard. I
You
gave
did.
all the.
We were rolling really badly that day.
We were.
Okay. And then, yeah, made it through the back, and you found, well, the exit of this place seemed to lead through magical means to an old, like, ramshackle looking, abandoned looking house on the outskirts of Kirain, which is where you now find yourself, apart from Iron Jeremy, who did not teleport to the house. He teleported out. He does not appear to be here.
Where's my hat? I think it got teleported somewhere else.
So, Iron Jeremy.
I'd like to roll investigation to find my hat.
Sure.
What?
You may. Oh god, not the. Oh.
Sorry, natural 20 though.
Oh no! With the. Oh.
We should really worry more about the people who just vanished from our party.
It's wild magic, isn't it, for you?
Fine. Fine.
Wild magic's like that. My friend once turned blue and lost her hair.
Jesus. But yeah, you find yourselves, yourselves, plural, in Kirain.
We found our elves.
Oh,
No, we found that.
piss.
Piss.
Oh,
Did you find that too?
you did not.
Somebody take it.
Roll to see if you need a piss.
Roll to see if someone took the piss. Poor Tim, imagine we did make him investigate that. We're going to go and see you take the piss.
I mean, you can roll for Constitution. Constitution saving throw.
I feel like incontinence wouldn't benefit Lorelei's character.
No, more
Not
like
usually.
hindrance.
Yeah.
It's kind of like, roll to see if you need a wee. You're fighting something, cross legs.
You laugh, but in one of our old campaigns, there was a fire elemental and I peed on it.
It was lava method, and yes.
I would imagine the steam would kind of...
You sound so upset by this.
No, it sort of set the tone.
The 19th is a tea party. Tea party. Yeah.
God, I've not written anything in the calendar down.
Sorry.
Hang on.
I brought all vintage china and stuff. We're gonna have like some musicals and wine. Sorry.
That's okay.
I noticed Alison double booking herself.
Is it me?
Oh, I don't know. Yeah, she is if she wants.
Yeah, okay.
Right. If you go in there or do anything, I may have to change the playlist.
Okay.
So just stay away from that.
Yeah.
What would you like to do?
Have we rested or we literally just gonna...
We've got the
Literally
scythe,
just
haven't
gonna-
we?
Yeah.
Done one, eh?
We've got the scythe, haven't we?
Yes.
How far are
Right, we need to take it.
Yeah,
I've got
we
the bag
need
of
to-
holding now.
Okay, you've got the bag of holding. How far are we from Kirain?
You're on the outskirts of Kirain.
Right,
I
let's-
vote we don't have this in our possession for any longer than we should because we cannot be trusted. Okay.
I'm so glad that Iron Jeremy's not here because he probably would have thrown it back.
He's got his trident. I think he's actually probably most likely trying to control some fish.
In the sea.
Yes.
He is now Poseidon.
I think we'll have to look for him to make sure he hasn't drowned at some point.
Yeah. So...
If I know wild magic, and I do, I think he'll just turn up whenever.
I think I need a 30 gold piece diamond as well. I have a feeling that's going to really come in handy soon.
300. Oh, wait, so three gold pieces,
Oh,
yeah.
I need a 3 gold piece diamond.
Okie dokie. Well, we're going to get a platinum piece for the scythe, aren't we?
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
We're going to make it rain.
Coins.
We immediately go to the...
Okay, you head back into the city. You see the city wall for the inner city. There's still a guard on it. That's fine. But yeah, you make it through perfectly fine. You head over to the Tower of Necromancy. There is another guard. He does a quick, what's the word? the 3rd level spell, Dispel Magic. Just a quick Dispel Magic over you before allowing you inside. And you're back in.
Ned is actually quite tired from the usually she's being carried by Iron Jeremy. She's like, oh no, walk.
Pippery is not strong enough.
It was like the receptionist, wasn't it, that we spoke to, and he brought his wife down.
Yeah.
Yes, it was a fox.
Is that his name?
Yes, Fox
was he a
Workbrush.
fox?
Oh yeah.
Fox Workbrush and his wife Helen Workbrush.
I'm glad because my yellow book has gone missing.
We come in and we ask for these people.
Yeah, we walk in like probably looking quite beaten up.
I hold the bag of holding above my head. Do a ceremonial.
We need to
Oh,
talk to.
like Ray Stantz coming out of the hotel with Slimer in the trap.
Yeah.
We need to talk to Helen and Fox Workbrush as a matter of urgency.
Got him! Here he is. Yeah.
Short rest.
Well,
You were in a worse state.
Yeah, sounds like it.
as you walk in, you see Fox in the reception area, ready and waiting for you. He presses a small button on the desk, and he seems very happy. Yes, you have the scythe.
How do you know?
I mean, you're back.
With how we
We did come in
going.
going, oh!
Alright, yeah, okay, I'll give him that. I apologise, continue.
She's not from around here. She doesn't understand rules. She's a bit weird.
Bit of a knock on the head.
One too many punches with
Blood
the
staining the dry skin.
Wonderful, wonderful. My wife will be down shortly.
Can I just roll an insight check?
Yeah, sure.
Like, is he genuinely happy? Is he, like, eager?
Mm-hmm.
That's cocked. It's a 15.
15 total. He's very eager. He seems happy. You can see he seems tired. There are like crow's feet on the sides of his eyes. He seems under some strain.
Will you do me a favour and don't mention my name if ever this gets back to Meredith? Because she made it very clear that she would do bad things to me if I interfered.
Unfortunately, I think we're fairly, conspicuous.
Well, you might be. I say with massive wings.
I look at your wings.
Yeah, as soon as any shit goes down, so Ned's like, I don't know them.
I think the only person who could actually,
I'm going to blame Marianne when teach him a lesson.
We have no contact with Meredith. If we do, we will be certain to take all credit.
That sounds good. I'm happy with that. All the reward, none of the credit.
Very good. And you have it here.
In my bag.
Wonderful. Can I see it?
I open up the bag.
Behold my stuff.
I pull out a periwinkle blue vase.
Is that still in there?
Yes!
And you can see now Helen is coming down the stairs,
I'm rifling around in the bag with the scythe.
just sort of gliding down, not seeming to like take the steps, but like her robe goes across
We found a sword.
and seems to go further than her feet. And it seems to sort
Probably
of billow out,
drunk
comes
the
down.
polish
It's
area.
twilight blue with like little white, not white, silver sparkles on it,
We've got a
all
writ.
over.
Pretty.
Yeah, we got a writ saying that
Quite
we're doing
pretty.
this.
Yes.
But yeah, she glides, and then she seems to stop at the bottom of the stairs and then actually start walking. And comes over.
I pull it out the bag. It's golden and magical according to the notes.
And we have, for you, a platinum piece. And then she's holding it. It's generally that big. It's like a huge, heavy thing, this platinum piece.
You take that because you're the responsible one.
Okay, yep.
There you go.
Thank you very kindly. One moment. And just she places it down and starts casting Identify. And just very briefly, it takes her about a minute. She doesn't ritually cast it. Wonderful. And there is your payment.
Thank you.
Hands you the platinum piece.
And I hand it to you.
It appears authentic.
I put it in the bag.
Well, that is a relief. Now we just have to worry about Kellingworth.
And the beholder.
What's happening in Kellingworth?
Have you not heard?
I thought the obnoxious gas cloud didn't really...
Yes, the priest did a wonderful number protecting it for the night. Perhaps you should talk to the abjurers or go see for yourselves.
I was going to ask a question, but I had to do the quest first. Who was going to ask the question?
we were going to ask the dealer.
Yes.
The
because-
broker.
The broker. I'm going to ask the
Yes.
broker a question.
What did he need in return?
We were going on hunting for a hatchling dragon.
Yes.
Yes, a hatchling amethyst dragon he was looking for.
Could it be in Kellinmouth?
Unlikely, but you never know. Oh, do I have scrying?
No.
I'll look that up later.
What is scrying? Is that like 4th level?
No,
Good.
I thought
I
it
think
was.
it's quite high because I can't do it yet.
I was thinking 5th.
Oh,
Yeah,
right.
I still can't do it.
The only scry I can do is scream and cry.
Stop scrying, Netta. It is 5th level divination.
You do have it, or you can have it.
I can have it, but I don't have it yet.
Yeah,
It's a 5th level spell.
Right.
it is on the cleric
Is
list.
it a ritual?
No, probably not. I don't know.
No, it's not.
So what's happening in Kellingworth?
Well, the city has fallen to darkness, perpetual. It is hard to get in, and nothing seems to be coming out.
I see.
I think we need
That's
to
not good.
go to Kellingworth.
I think I need to
Yeah.
get perhaps a couple of spells in place. Ones that can light through a magical darkness. Maybe.
I think yeah, we need to rest, and then we are probably going to Kellingworth
Mm-hmm.
because
Third
it's either
level
my
divination.
fault, our fault,
Oh, my cousins.
or your cousin's fault.
I smell
So,
cousins.
okay, the spell's area overlaps with an area of darkness created by a spell of 3rd level or lower. The darkness is dispelled.
Okay.
And that's the 3rd level daylight. I can actually use that, can't I? Just checking
I'll look
that.
at my spell list.
The whole
Wizards can't use it.
What?
No!
daylight. Shut up.
No, it says it's only castable by cleric, druid, paladin, ranger, sorcerer.
I'm
Okay.
only level 3.
So we have abjurer wizards. We've sent some into Kellingmouth. They have not come out yet.
I'm assuming you haven't heard from them either.
We have not.
Yeah, that's about right.
Oh.
Have we managed to at least get whoever was in the abyss out?
Oh, that was another of the abjurers. Well, God,
Yes.
they throw themselves in, don't they? No, Vox Pelbright.
Vox Pilber, is he out of the abyss yet?
Not that we're aware. He's gone down since the town to the south of us has been invaded. He has rather diminished in the priority list.
Poor guy.
Do any of us have plane shift?
No. That's like 25th level, isn't it? Like it's magic. Huge words.
That's quite high level spell.
Yeah.
Shit.
7?
Guys, do we just stop? Because I think we're making the situation worse.
I mean, I think if we keep digging, we'll eventually go straight through the earth.
Do you think if we keep digging, eventually we're going to get better at this?
Yeah, you're
Because I
right.
think we've made this This is the only thing we really managed to do.
I'm sorry, you are responsible?
Didn't hear this.
I mean, everything seems to be
didn't
around.
No, we
us.
told them everything. We told them about.
Oh, right, yeah. You did.
We told them everything.
Oh, that's a lot of money. But I can do Liam's secret chest, so I can will it in and out of reality and keep things safe. But it's 5,000 GP for the materials.
That's
And a tiny
50 platinum.
50 gold, is it? 5,000 GP?
Sorry, what
50,000 gold, 5,000 gold pieces in your money.
is 50 gold pieces?
50 gold pieces.
And how much is the platinum?
That's 100, isn't it?
It's 100 gold, which is 10,000 silver.
Let me just run through my spell
1 gold
list.
is 10,000. Yeah. Well, sorry, 1 platinum is 10,000 silver.
So it can contain up to 12 cubic feet of non-living material. That's good. We've only got dead stuff in there.
What do you do? Sorry, is this Lehman's secret chest?
Yeah.
Right. I have context now.
Just looks really useful. Maybe we've got the bag of holding for now, but when we got some spare cash.
I definitely need to buy probably 2 diamonds and some health potions if we're about to do this.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea.
Because I don't want to die.
Well, our name has never been to die. I just don't think we've been extremely successful in any of the other aims. So do we know... Was it opening the dungeon, or... I'll go talk to the observers.
I've got the key for the dungeon.
We aren't, as you might be able to tell, we aren't particularly high in the necromancer tower ourselves. We are rather kept out of the loop on a lot of things. We're sort of manning the fort, as it were. And you might notice all of Kirain is on high alert. But no, most of the necromancy tower has gone down to consult. Or at least the higher level necromancers.
Just leaving people, you know,
Are
we're
you-
always understaffed and people just leave. And
Yeah.
She learns Sunlight. It's a sorcerer spell. Does she have to level up to learn it, or can she do something to learn it?
No, yeah, you have to level up to learn it. Sorcerers
Oh,
have real
Sorcerers
trouble
only
learning
change
these spells.
spells.
Yeah, you can change one spell each time you level up. Like, remove one and replace it with a new one, but also you gain new spells every time you level up. But yeah, that's it.
Oh well.
The trade-off is you're super good with them. Like, sorcery points are incredibly good.
Right.
blank paper, what does it mean?
Okay, but if we went, what are we expecting? Realistically, what would be our goal? And magical darkness save Callingworth, or
It does feel a little bit like my fault. Our fault.
You did mention something about you met the priest there of Pelor,
yes,
the god of light.
yes.
And he was able to, for one night, protect the whole city.
Yes.
Yes.
He has presumably failed in that regards later. He may still be contactable.
Oh, do I?
I have sending.
I have sending.
Equally, walking in there may kill you all.
Do you want to send a message?
I'll send a message. What was the priest's name?
Just gonna start making up names. If I do it with enough conviction, Tim will just believe us.
Yeah.
His name was Bob.
He was
I
called
mean-
Cavarial Sandwood.
You could, except it's written here.
Uh,
Cavarial Sandwood.
Hail Fest.
There you go.
Hail Fest.
But also, Avarial, Havarial, come on!
My son is Woodroot as well, so that was not very.
Hail. Are you alive? What state is the city in?
Can we help at all?
Can we help? Can we get in? How likely is death? Boulder's blessing.
There's a pause, and then you hear a clearing of a throat, and then we believe the Church of Pelor holds strong. This is the ghost you met.
oh,
Wait.
we met. What?
One underneath the ground that
Yeah.
you thought was all like.
And he was
It's
weird.
like, don't come back till you've leveled up.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Did you not remember it?
No, I know, but this was meant for someone else.
I am Fervain. Your message was intercepted.
Oh.
Oh, further. You do realise the head of my cult is called Foulvein, and this is where I'm getting confused.
No, the head of your cult is called Fervain, isn't it? The guy who's taking the head of taking charge of Boulder Eye's cult. Have I misspelled this somewhere?
You told me his name was Foulvein.
Did I mispronounce it?
Fauvain. And the ghost...
Hang on.
The ghost was an Aleph.
First of all, the ghost was not an Aleph. You don't know that.
You called it an Aleph.
I'm just standing here hearing her argue. And I'm like,
Zelar.
Zella?
Yeah, Zelar the Steward.
Sorry. Have I got my notes mixed here? What's going on?
Okay, so
Right.
the Aleph was the undead ghost we met in the dungeon.
Yeah.
He told us to call him Zeller.
Yes.
Foulvein is the head of the cult of Balderai, who is really a dread necromancer.
Yes.
So
No. Not a dread necromancer. But anyway, continue.
You told us he was a
You
dread
told us,
necromancer.
yeah,
Oh.
you told us he's a dread necromancer.
Falvane, dread necromancer.
I've got my notes a little split here.
Okay, that's fine.
Lorelei starts rolling with the cigarette.
You're just hearing this all
So-
happen.
Okay,
And then, like, literally,
Hang
people
on,
pull
hang
out
on.
a book and be like, incorrect!
let's go.
Ned is just like,
I have changed the vowels here slightly, which has confused me. No, yeah. You hear the name Falvane.
yeah.
Maybe call one of them Veiny for short.
No.
You
Or just
Sorry.
Falvane.
Ba. Okay. The guy who you knew as the head of the Boulder Eye people who came over, Falvane.
Yeah.
The ghost originally told you to call him Zella. He is saying now his name is Falvane. The voice you are hearing is the ghost.
So the ghost was also called Falvane.
He's
Yes.
probably possessed the original.
Fauvane. I apologise. I fucked up the vowels here.
So
basically.
Fauvane is
Sorry, Falvane. Yes.
Vane is the ghost.
The problem is the E looked like the A looked like an E, and the U looked like an R in my terrible handwriting.
And
So I fucked this up.
Fauvein is the cult head. Or are these
Same-
two the same person?
They seem to have the same name.
Alright, I'm sending another one.
Is it a
Okay.
popular name?
I'm sending another one. Wait,
Are you
sorry.
going to tell us what was said first?
To who?
Just repeat what the message was.
Okay.
The Church of Pella holds strong.
The Church of Pella appears to hold strong.
Okay, right.
I am the ghost you met. Falvane.
Hold strong.
Shall I roll Arcana to see how this is possible?
So what I say is, that I didn't get the priest. I didn't know this could happen. I didn't get the priest. I got the ghost.
Oh, the ghost is a ghost.
Yeah, I got Zella, who says that his name is Falvane, which is the same name as
The cult leader.
the cult leader. How is?
Well, I'd like to roll Arcana to see if I can explain this.
Sure. It would have to be quite high.
Yeah.
Can I roll religion to explain this?
You can try.
I rolled 13 on Arcana.
Oh, it's a good one. That is a 23.
23. Now, when you met the ghost, it claimed to be the conscience
Like chimney cookies.
of the conscience of a great necromancer. It suggested it had been split. You know that great wizards are capable of sealing off parts of themselves through profane rituals with various demonic gods. You're not quite sure exactly how it could happen. You're certainly not aware of the mechanism of it. But it's possible that
So
Falvane and the conscience are two parts of the same person.
Okay.
So it's entirely possible that we met the head of my cult's conscience as a ghost, as a separate entity from him.
He wasn't a cricket.
He wasn't.
Sometimes
So-
I get tired of magic.
So what does it mean? That are they back together again, or is
No,
one dead? Or
I think the consciousness intercepted, but does that mean Falvane also intercepted?
yeah, because surely if he died, then maybe the ghost would come back to.
Yeah.
So if he, it's very likely that he's dead and his ghost is just walking around, maybe. But this is just
Does a
Never
conscience
being
die when a person dies? If
I'd
you've
imagine so.
If you've isolated it though, and it sustains itself independently of the host,
Yeah, but then what is his purpose separate from the host?
maybe there's no purpose, and that's sad. What a miserable way to exist. I
What
need a
is
cup
life?
of tea.
So, but I don't think I can get messages in. Lorelei, do you want to try? You're a bit better at sending than I am.
I don't know if I am. I think sending is sending, but
Oh,
I'll
okay.
try.
just what?
So we met my cult leader's conscience.
Didn't know that they could intercept it. Like,
Yeah, I didn't know they could intercept.
Is there a way I can cast this without it being intercepted? Probably not.
Not that you know of.
I think it would just be intercepted again. Well, should we try it anyway? And if it doesn't work, we'll go and get a long rest.
What we could do is ask Pelor to help. Because he might not mean much to us, but he means a lot to the priest. We could
Is
ask...
there a Temple of Pelor?
Yeah, is there a Temple of Pelor
I
here?
don't know this.
You probably would.
Actually, yeah, you
He's pretty mainstream.
Yeah.
there's the religious district in the centre of the city.
Oh,
You know this. You guys also chased down the warlock once.
Yeah, we went
in
to
there.
Temple of Ogmar as well.
You did, yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
We want to go to the religious district.
Okay. To Pelor.
Hello.
Hang on a minute.
Okay.
Before we go off, while Alison's in there, I'd like to use this opportunity to develop a phantom steed and ride a giraffe around Parain.
Sure.
Cast it as a ritual.
As you start to cast, Fox and Helen. Helen has walked off with the scythe. Fox goes, "If you would, outside, please."
Oh, did I not go out first?
No. Thank you.
Every time grabbing does. It's like, yep, that's normal.
Oh yes! I forgot. I spent so long underground I forgot there was a sun. And I wander out. And then I shout through the keyhole, "Sorry!"
Alright, move along, says the guy on the door.
Okay, now I invoke a giraffe.
Fair enough. You spend some time doing that. However long it takes, you have the time.
10 minutes is a ritual, isn't it? Yeah.
Sure.
Right, I sit on my giraffe. To Pelor.
Can Ned fit on the giraffe as well?
Neda can indeed
Yeah,
fit on a
Ned gets
giraffe.
on the giraffe too.
Me and Ned are on the giraffe. Are you going to fall on foot?
Its feet are a little
All
rickety.
three of us.
Peppery does not.
It's a little hard to see around the neck. What with it carrying on up an extra.
I just got it to follow.
15 foot.
I just get to
For
follow
sure.
Pippa.
But yeah, you can communicate it with it telepathically. Does that mean you get to see through its eyes? No, I don't think so. Anyway,
So tall.
yeah.
This is a speed of 100 feet. Should we run that? I don't think Ned would stay on if we tried.
His neck's just going wobbly.
I'm not giving a giraffe a speed of 100 feet. Is that on what
Yeah,
homebrew thing is
No,
that
it isn't. This is from the spellbook.
on? D&D Beyond?
No, it's from the spellbook.
Oh, Phantom Steed.
I have an app, yeah.
Yeah.
I have an app with all the spells on it, all the
Yeah.
proper legit ones.
Okay.
It has a speed of 100 feet, and it can do up to 13 miles an hour.
Just imagining its neck going crazy as it's running.
Tim's there like, oh, this can't be right, no.
Yeah, that sounds bullshit.
I'm going to get it for an hour though.
Quasi-real, horse-like creature. Duration, speed of 100 feet, motherfucker. It can travel 10 miles in an hour.
13 at a brisk pace.
13 at a fast pace.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're not going to go that fast though. I'm just learning, I'm practicing the spell, it's a new one.
How does it have a... Okay, yep. Goes double an actual horse. Okay.
It's got long legs.
It's a phantom.
Yes. You have a phantom giraffe.
You seem enraged by this.
Confused,
It's
but
like
that's
turn that
fine.
vampire into a frog again.
Yeah. Anyway. So yeah, you head over to the Church of Pelor. It is beautiful. It has vaulted walls and ceilings. It seems like it raises up on huge white stone, and then the top half is like a greenhouse, but of each pane is of a different colour, yellows and oranges generally, but some clear. Yeah.
Whoa, stay here, girl. She's called Gavin.
Girl called Gavin.
I help you down the giraffe.
Since I'm
It is a 15-foot drop.
just climbing down its leg.
The rider takes 1 minute to dismount. Oh
Yeah,
wait,
that-
no. When the spell ends, it gradually fades. Yeah, okay, no, it's
You
not.
slowly sink down to a smaller and smaller giraffe for a minute. Okay. You're outside the Temple of Pelor. It's a beautiful day. There is a sermon
If I go more than 10 feet away from it, it disappears, so I probably won't see it again.
Emotional goodbye with this giraffe.
The giraffe slowly fades as you see the sunlight just beam through its body, and the shadow just seems to dissipate as the giraffe fades.
Remember.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. Or I assume you salute, but yeah.
He was a girl. So
It was a girl.
You go inside the temple, and you can see there is a sermon going on. There are a lot of people on the pews. It seems like a fairly busy day. At the top, there appears to be someone wearing the garb of an altar boy, delivering a sermon from a large book. There are a few people going around, like waving incense censers. It's just like giving out this beautiful smell of patchouli.
Right.
What would you like to do?
We need to find the most senior member. Take us
Nada,
straight to
could you,
Who did we talk to last time? We talked to a very helpful person.
Benny in Kellingworth.
In
This is-
Kellingworth?
this is, yeah, it's a different pet. This is a temple. It is.
Keller, you talk to Hail Fast.
we need to talk to someone. We need to go to a holy place, but say it's to help someone of Palor in Kellingworth.
Right.
So we need to find the most senior member of the church.
But
Who would
she's
that be?
she's good at talking.
Yes.
So,
You'd know how to find the most senior member though, because you're the religion buff.
Who's the most senior member?
yeah, point it out and then.
That's a 22 on religion.
You look around. No one here seems older than 25. There doesn't appear to be a senior member present.
Oh, babies. Let's ask.
Oh, is it because they're all gone
They
to...
might all have gone to fight.
Well, let's check, shall we?
Who is the senior of these
I'll try and-
20-year-olds?
I'll try and wave, beckon one of them.
Yeah,
cast them
who's the most senior of these youngins?
So, there's two guys. There's a central aisle. It has this lovely, like, rolled white carpet going in the middle. There's the two rows, the two sets of pews, and down the back aisles, the side aisles? Sure, side aisles. There's one guy going this way with a censer of incense. There's one guy going this way with a censer of incense. At the centre, at the front, on an lectern, there's a guy, looks about the same age as those two, reading from some sort of holy text.
Before we go any further, I prestidigitation is all clean because we're filthy and full of blood and.
There.
Does my hair look okay?
Oh, it's good, it's good.
You can't see that.
I was like, yeah.
Now, with that, you do note, of the two, one appears to have cast light, the cantrip, on his censer. The other one hasn't, but he's going around, and on like 2 or 3 people, he sort of just holds his hand for a moment, and you can see cure wounds going through.
So,
Okay.
Nida approaches. Who are we looking for again?
We want to find some holy ground on which we can try and send a message to the priest of Pelor in Kellingworth.
I repeat that to this person.
And ask them where the senior members are.
Oh yeah, ask him. Ask him what the senior.
The senior members of the church have headed to Kellingworth. They were summoned by the priest there. We have not heard back from them.
We're going to find some consecrated land.
We do have several members as well out on pilgrimages to Esk.
Would you know where we can find some consecrated land so we can do sending without anyone intercepting?
He kind of looks through, like there's doors on the side, and they're like large stained glass window doors, and they just sort of show like they're abstract images sort of, but like he looks through the nearest one, and there's a small graveyard out there. The church itself is built on consecrated ground.
Okay.
We are in the middle of the sermon, though. If you would take the arcane outside, we'd appreciate it.
Is it still consecrated outside? Okay, fine. Thank you for your help.
Yes.
I put a silver piece in a collection box.
May the light go with you.
Lord Rise, blessings be upon you. It's gonna happen.
He's going to ask us to leave.
He just sort of raises an eyebrow and says, "Thank you."
And then just goes, hey! I don't have a cat.
Okay.
Yeah, so we head outside.
Shall I try it this
I
time?
think you try it.
I'm going to need help. What am I writing? Last message intercepted.
Mm-hmm.
So last message intercepted.
Hang on. Okay. Last message intercepted.
Did the priests arrive?
Did the Karain priests arrive? 8.
Can the city be entered?
Can the city be entered?
What's the status?
What's the status? What can we do to help? That's
Yes.
22.
It's 22.
You send that. You hear a voice you don't recognise.
Not again.
A young-
We hear a dial-up tone.
A young man, and he goes, "We need help. We need all the help you can send to the city immediately."
Oh.
Is that all we got?
That's all you get.
Oh.
We can't go in without a long rest.
Long rest up Juris Tower, try and get them to send us there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, alright. I start preparing Leomund's tiny hut
Mhm.
in the
In
graveyard.
the graveyard.
Yeah. Not spooky at all.
No, go back to the park.
Yeah, they probably
Okay.
let us stay in the temple. We're like, we're gonna have a long rest and then go to rescue your people. They'll let us stay in one of the cots in the side rooms.
That's true.
The last time you did this, you remember you went to there was a college, and you basically found there was like a studenty park where a bunch of people had put up Lehman's tiny hut.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We can go
They
there.
dispelled it, didn't they? Like the guards came to them.
In the morning.
In the morning, yeah.
What's the time now?
The time now is late afternoon, about
Okay.
as it were 4 or 5 p.m.
Then we'll leave nice and early then.
We'll leave nice and early tomorrow.
Okay, we're gonna do that then.
Yep.
Sure.
Long rest.
Okay.
Ooh,
We get some
spell
of our hit dice
preparation.
back, don't we? Do we get half?
Half your hit dice, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, before we go to bed, just quickly, I do want to buy 2 diamonds for Revivify.
Sure. 300 apiece?
Yeah.
Well, so, yeah, 300 silver apiece.
Yeah.
Yeah, so 3 gold apiece.
3
Sure.
gold apiece.
I don't have a pencil.
You have... Who has the platinum piece?
I do.
Okay, sure.
So how much does that gold does that give me?
The clerk looks at it and goes,
Wait, how much gold pieces would it be? 3.
100 gold pieces. Oh, sorry, for the
30 for 2, is it?
3 gold pieces apiece for the diamonds.
Oh, I just gave him 6 gold pieces.
Okay.
You've
I
already
was going to say, he looks at the platinum piece and be like, take it to a bank. Thank you.
I don't trust banks.
Okay.
They're weird. I say I'll go.
You ever go into like a petrol station and try and pay with a 50?
I mean, now that will not even get you half a tank. So,
Well, yeah.
yeah. Sad times. Like a
Quite
corner shop for a
severe.
bag of like chewing gum and you give them a 50.
Yeah. That's the thing though, yeah. Apparently people in this America do this. They'll go to a petrol station and just try and buy a pack of gum or like a jerky Slim Jim thing. And yeah, pay with $100 bill.
I got change for that.
Yeah.
For that, I can also give you a teaspoon of petrol.
So, you go, you buy 2 diamonds.
Yep.
Quite simple. From the I've got the name of the place here. The place that's essentially a magical Argos.
Oh yeah.
Really kind of is.
I
That's
got
how
my
I
nice.
modelled
I
it.
got my nice hat from there. Imagine that there's a circlet. Blasting.
Are we
So
made in line with like the numbers coming up? So it's like, number 18, please.
To collection point A.
Only there's one guy who goes like and just has like a little thaumaturgy amplifier. Collection point A, please. No.
And A's the only one there is anywhere.
Yeah.
There's no one else in there.
And yet it's always the ticket first. Anyway. In the morning, Lima's tiny hut is dispelled.
Could we have bought some health potions as well? Because I've no idea how many we actually have.
I've got 3 minor healing.
Alright, that'll probably do. Between me and the rest. Okay, that's it. We're good to go.
No.
Sure. And you head towards Kellington.
We go to the Abjuration
We're
Tower.
going to try and teleport.
Abjuration
to the
Tower.
end, to the end. Or we could get on my giraffe and make it run. and then I summon another one, and it runs.
You plonk on and then it just slaps it.
Right, I'm gonna
Hanging on this.
take off sending because that's probably not gonna be useful. Keep going, I need to.
That spell just seems a little bit overpowered. No wonder Tim didn't believe me. I'm like, it can go 100 feet.
100 feet around, yeah. That's just its regular movement. Fucking hell.
It's a great giraffe.
Okay.
Like, we need to escape from battle. We're sorted.
Giraffe!
I can get any steed. Like, we could ride a seahorse.
My God, why have I not been using guidance?
I know, right? So,
Oh, my hit points back.
you head to the Abjuration Tower. And actually, I'll go on the flipping right page. Yeah. There is a much heavier guard outside the Abjuration Tower.
Good morning.
Can I help you?
We would like to speak to one of your practitioners about teleporting to Kellington to help them in their hour of need.
You sort of see him sort of talk into this little piece of copper wire. Takes a moment, speaks into it again. There's a brief pause, and Orbit Mugweather comes out.
We've met him, haven't we?
You have. You're the ones we sent off with Vox.
Yes.
And now he's in the abyss.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now you want to help with Kellington.
Yes. That's where we are both prepared to deal with this.
Explain that like Vox is still a priority.
Yes, Vox is still a priority, but this is also very important. We can multitask.
She's trying to persuade, right? You get +7 to persuasion.
Because you're a sorcerer. Sure, roll persuasion. You're one of those wonks from the Evocation Tower, you're not?
17.
17. Well, we're not going to give you anything or anyone, but we can get you there.
Yes, if you could get us there, then we're no longer your problem. And if we die, it means nothing to you.
There are other people looking for Vox now, we've assured that.
Mm-hmm.
We have people looking for Vox too.
I hope we can get him out.
We would like that very much. And you wish to go to Kellington. Now, we have sent people into Kellington, and we've heard nothing from them since.
That's because sending has been stopped within the city.
I contacted someone for consecrated ground though.
Well, yeah, but we didn't get the right person either.
No.
All messages are getting mixed up.
Yeah.
Yes, sending seems to be a trap.
Mm.
Whatever you send, whatever message you send, there is a voice asking you to come.
Mm.
A voice that none of us really recognise. Certainly none of us know the person sending the message, replying to messages.
Well, perhaps they'd be on the perimeter of Kenilworth then. We could investigate without going past the walls.
But this is kind of weird that when we got messages, we recognised the people.
We recognised the
but
person.
The people who would do it, they didn't recognise any of the voices, did they? So it's kind of like, how come we are recognising some of the voices, but they're not? So it's either it is them and it's not a trick.
It's because we know a load of fucking dodgy people.
Yeah.
The two times you've tried to contact Hale.
We've not got hail.
The first time, you got the conscience of a dread necromancer.
Mm-hmm.
The second time, you got a message that sounded like a young man that you didn't recognise.
How high up does the darkness go? Can I fly over it?
Well, we don't know.
The darkness appears to extend into a dome, some 300, 400 feet.
Well, it suggests there's a perimeter then. Perhaps we can disable the whatever's going on. Because if we're getting through to the dread necromancer, he's probably not in the dome, he's probably outside it. Or underneath it.
Yeah.
The conscience, you do remember, said he was confined to the dungeon.
Does the darkness seep into the dungeons and catacombs below?
could try. Do we know how to access the dungeons without getting into the city?
Did you say you had a key for it?
Yes.
Yeah, but who's going to the city for that?
If you can throw us to Kellingworth, we'll do the rest.
Into the city.
I would like to.
Next to the city.
Next
Can
to
I
the
like
city.
roll Arcana to work out whether or not the spell will permeate the floors and go into dungeons?
We don't know
What
what,
spell?
it is.
Sorry.
The dark dome.
Oh.
If it would just like seep into the lower city and underneath grounds and.
You can try.
19.
19. Sending. Oh, sorry, no. Darkness spells are generally blocked by a thin sheet of lead, a larger sheet of metal, or some earth or rock. You don't know.
So there could be places underneath there.
This spell in particular, not a clue.
We might be okay if we get into the underneath the city at a low enough point, but it's accessing it from the outside. So do any of us have a map?
No.
I know we had a map of Kellingworth.
Should we see if we can find somebody dodgy who might know how to get in from outside?
No, we'd have to pay them a lot for this.
Neda knows lots of dodgy people.
We'll just act like we're poor and like that the offer we give them is the most we can give them. Oh, we've only got.
What are
pencils.
you expecting from them, though?
To find out dodgy ways to get into the city from the outside. Thieves, smugglers, crooks.
Kind of wish we'd Jade Leaf for this.
We do know the darkness only extends as far as the river. It seems to be dissipated by the flowing water. The other side of the town appears clear.
Damp us into Old Town, then. We can do the rest from there.
I'm going to see whether or not I can move watery sphere and just take us round.
I think I could breathe underwater.
No, I can only hold it up and down.
Oh, but she does have water walk.
What does that do?
We can all walk on water.
Nice.
We can send you to the potion shop.
Yes.
Oh, I can move the sphere up.
She
and down.
maintains a teleportation circle. Very well.
We'll go to the potion shop.
He starts
Okay.
casting teleportation circle. I am not coming with you.
No, absolutely.
Fine. I think that I should try the watery sphere and I can move it from a distance, see if it's spelling in the darkness.
I've also prepared daylight.
Oh, you've got daylight. Okay.
I've got 4 level 3 spells prepared with 2 spell slots. This is going to be fun.
Just check.
Takes me about a minute.
Sending a ritual.
He goes, sending is not a ritual. No. He draws the final rune in the edge. He goes, are you ready?
Yes.
Just completes it. And then you go. Yeah. Hey! And come out. And you recognise, you come out underneath the roof of the potion shop. And you recognise this from the other side. It's that sort of thatch that's interwoven with living plants. There's sort of a clump noise. And then halt! And you see before you, very Marilyn.
We met this
Hi
time.
there.
You recognise her as the potion seller. She's holding out a branch of some description towards you.
We're here to help!
I mean,
Look out, she's got a stick!
you don't know anyone else who looks yellow.
And I'm the
Make a
winged
fair
elf.
point, my dear.
Or would be silly enough to try.
I know some silly enough to try.
I have to pee.
I don't think we've met.
Hello.
John.
No.
We're here to try and help.
Oh. Well, good luck.
We've made contact with an entity underneath the city, you know.
Underneath the city?
Underneath
Yes.
the city, yeah.
How do we get into the catacombs?
How is it not flooded? Is it an underwater breathing entity?
No.
It's a conscience.
It's a conscience. We shouldn't.
I've got no wisdom. I don't
I
know. That I
know,
shouldn't be
I
saying
know.
that. It's somebody else
This is
to
Pippa
control me.
Reed looking at you like... Should have said that.
Is she not on our side? Are you a bad guy?
No. Not everyone is pertained to all the information that we have because it could make us look dodgy or freak people out, or some people can use it for negative reasons.
I don't want to seem weird.
I do believe it is you now. He puts away the branch. Okay. I wish you the best of luck. The The darkness does appear to be held back by the river. I wouldn't recommend going into it. Anyone who's even tried putting an arm in has not come back out again.
So the moment you put an arm in, everything goes in?
It's sort of... The shadow pushes out and envelops you and then pulls back.
Alright, fancy trying?
Okay, I'm gonna do that watery sphere.
Well, we're gonna go out
Okay.
As we exit the shop and we actually get a good view of this for the first time, what does it
You
look
see
like?
behind her there is a hatch, and you climb down this rickety-looking ladder, and you are now in the main shop, and there's all the billowing curtains around. A lot of the shop supplies seem depleted. It's been not quite ransacked, but there's something still piled up in orderly queues, but most of it seems to have been, removed. You head outside the shop.
Imagine by the people that have gone in to fight the darkness.
You go outside the front of the shop, opening the rickety door, and look out. And it's a bright It's a bright morning day. There are some billowing clouds around. Over the swamp, it sort of seems to rise up a gentle grey mist. Look at the other side, and there's just blackness. And then you look at it, it seems to just sort of be waving slightly. And it just rises up on the edge of the river. You can see over the side there are parts of the Flotsam district. Oh, I got that wrong, is it? No, yeah.
No, Flotsam.
So I can just step on the water then and cast it from the water.
There are parts of the Flotsam district not covered by the shadow. You can see the bridge is still out. There is no one currently guarding the bridge, and the bridge is down.
Okay.
I was going to say I'd rather not burn a third level until I
Good
have
shout.
to. What are you casting?
So I've got this for a minute.
Okay.
Watery sphere,
Okay.
and I can move it 30 feet from me.
You do recognise it would be about a 10-minute walk to where the shadow starts.
Yeah, well,
Okay.
I think we're all gonna.
There's the district I forget the name of because
The range
the
of
map
90
is not
feet.
in front of me. But yeah.
I've got a range of 90 feet, not 30.
And there are a few houses there, and you can see some people. A lot of people seem to be in the streets, sort of looking out at the shadow, trying to sort of talk, and they keep turning their head back over to it, like it's controlling a lot of their attention. Other people seem to be packing some stuff and trying to move. There doesn't seem to be very many people here, though.
I imagine they've all evacuated.
Either, people seem to have evacuated, or no one seems to be looting, although a few places have clearly been looted. There may have been a few inns, a few small shops. They seem to have been knocked over, smashed.
Oh, the loo roll's gone.
Before I do this, I'm going to go full way.
Sure.
Yeah. Should I go upstairs to the microphones? Great.
Probably a good idea. It's not that kind of stream.
Should I wear the hat to the bathroom?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I leave 2 pamphlets in the potion shop just before we leave.
Sure. Okay.
Do you have anything for this? I could cast Fairy Fire on something and just throw it in, but I imagine it's going to be a very similar result.
What kind of check can I do on the actual darkness? Is there anything that I can roll that would kind of have a bit more of a thing about what the hell's going on in there? Or
If you're trying to intuit something like that, it would be Arcana, generally.
okay. Got quite a good Arcana. 20.
20, not natural.
Not natural.
It seems to be a very large darkness spell. The way it was described as reaching out and enveloping people who touched it. It does seem to suggest there's either something hidden in it, that's grabbing things, or it is itself malicious.
Could we sense the origin of it?
Not with Arcana rolling, no.
Well, if Lorelei throws water at it, we'll see what that does.
I've got some daylight as well, but that's pretty high level.
Alright, so I just thunderbolt everything.
Why do I have Aura of Vitality? Is that always prepared? I think it might be. Not always prepared. Spells are quite high.
Sure.
Yep, always
Aura of
prepared.
Vitality is not a spell, is it?
It is.
Oh, okay.
It's a concentration spell.
Oh, I thought it was just a paladin do thing.
Oh, it's basically just what my sphere does.
Ah, sure. Aura. Oh yeah, Aura of Vitality, 3rd level. Okay.
It was from the dungeon, so I guess the most logical thing we can do is go to the dungeon.
Yeah, if we find out where the source is, stab it.
You do remember there were extensive catacombs. You never really explored much of them, but you did find the entrance to them underneath the house that you kind of stole.
So if we go back to the house, go to there.
That depends on us getting in. It might be just magical darkness, and the moment we're in is fine, but it could also be...
like, disintegrate out my brains and...
Yes.
Yes. That wouldn't be good.
Do we have a very long stick? Ooh, I'll pull out my staff.
Your quarterstaff.
I'm gonna poke it.
Sure.
Like, very end,
Ooh.
I am.
Yeah.
I have the glass thing.
You're gonna.
I got a glass from doing Thunderbolt and that sound.
Oh yeah.
I've been carrying around this big piece of
Oh
glass.
Did it go into the bag of holding, or have you still got it?
Yeah, I think it went. I had it written down there, but I was like, oh yeah,
Sure.
glass thing. So
You have a glass rod.
I might put the glass thing in there, see what that does.
Alright.
So, do you think if I keep hold of it, it will...
I think you'll go in too.
Okay, so if I kind of...
And the only
Roll.
strong one isn't here.
Yes.
Oh, wait, you're
I
pretty
got
strong.
+3.
Can't you my staff?
Quarterstaff. Am I going to fling it
Just poke it and see what
while
we...
I'm still holding it?
But let go if it's...
I don't.
Let's throw the glass.
Should we do the water first,
Well, let's throw the glass, do the water, and then see where
and
we're
then
at.
we'll poke it?
Yeah.
You poke it with the glass.
From the 5-year-old finding a snare.
Give me a strength saving throw.
We threw the glass.
Oh, you threw the glass. Oh, sorry.
Do I need to...
Yeah, we threw the glass in.
Sorry, I thought you were poking it
I'm
with the glass.
jabbing in it.
Sure, you throw the glass. There's a brief pause, and then a... Wait. Roll me an attack. Just, yeah.
Okay.
Go now.
12,
strength
and
to
then
that,
plus
or?
strength.
Mhm.
So
10.
10.
10. Take the glass, and you hurl it. There's a pause, and then a smashing noise.
Okay.
As it sounds
So
like it hits
it's still
coals.
in there.
So, okay, it's still there. And it's not on a different plane. That's good.
You say, oi!
Do you want to try water sphere?
Okay, yeah. I'm going to create the sphere of water and try and move it into the darkness.
Watery sphere.
So 5-foot radius.
Okay.
Wait. As much as I'm into this, I actually think daylight... I have the spell daylight, and I think that might be a better idea.
Okay, should we try daylight first then?
Because that's a 60-foot radius sphere. So it could be on us, and we could move through.
Or could you not move it ahead of us to check if it does dispel the darkness?
Well, that's
first?
what I was
Yeah,
thinking.
yeah,
Head it
yeah,
through, and then we'll...
How long does that one last?
It's only a minute. Oh, it's an hour.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, let's do this. Right, I cast... Can I cast this? It's only verbal and somatic. I can.
Okay.
I cast daylight.
You cast daylight. Just in the darkness.
Just before it,
Just before it.
push in.
And it does this. Oh wait, hang on.
Can you move darkness? The
I can. Wait.
daylight when after you've cast it?
I believe so.
I
There
don't know, so.
It looks like this.
I'm only used to it on the glow sphere.
Yes, so long as I cast it on an object, it moves with that object.
Let's cast it on the piece of glass and throw it out.
No.
Doomph, on the quarterstaff.
Okay, like almost painfully bright light comes from the staff now.
You're going to kick it in.
I'm just gonna put it on the floor and nudge it in.
Roll it.
Roll it in.
I'm going to do this. Because I'm stronger and if I get it.
To be fair, like, I will fail this check no matter what.
Can you give me any buffs before I do
Yes,
this?
guidance.
Right. Tell me what you're doing and then decide
Just
that
give
that's
me
what you're
guidance,
doing.
we cast daylight on the staff, and
Yeah.
I'm going to be the one to prod it in with my tip of
Prodding
my toe.
it.
Sort of
Yeah.
give it a shove, delicate shove.
Sure. You're prodding in with your toe.
Yeah.
Okay. So you prod it in with daylight cast on it. There's a moment and then it sort of glumps in. Like the shadow seems to pull it and then there's a skittering noise as the staff comes away and skitters into the darkness.
The darkness is unaffected.
Darkness
Can we
is
see
unaffected.
it?
You cannot.
Is my concentration on it still up? It is not a concentration
It
spell.
is not a concentration spell.
Sweet. Watery sphere?
Ned's just squinting, can't see it.
Watery sphere.
The next question is, do we just go in?
Do watery sphere first.
Watery sphere first. Okay, you go.
Okay, I cast watery sphere.
Okay,
I cast it from a distance of 90 feet and I can move it with it at 30 feet, so
sure.
I sort of walk towards it into the darkness.
There's a moment as you sort of push in, almost like the darkness seems to push back, and then it comes round and it glomps over the watery sphere in front of you.
On
It
the other
seems to
side of
bulge
that,
out.
there's a very wet, bright quarterstaff surrounded by glass.
It's very dangerous though. We're gonna go in there. We're like, ah!
Broken glass! Ah! Watery sphere!
There it is.
What do you think would happen if I touched it and then immediately did shield?
I think we'll lose you.
Yeah.
I think you sustain less of a blow when you get pulled through.
Or.
What? Here it is, 4th level
I
spell.
imagine
Okay.
people have tried Misty stepping out.
Yeah, I'd imagine so.
I can't do a plane shift to get out of that, and I can't do it.
Can you, if you missed your step in, that'll be it.
Mm-hmm.
Can I sneak up on it? With my halfling nimbleness.
So we have two choices. We can just go in, or we can try and get underneath the city.
I'm just thinking of going on a bear hunt. We can't go over it, we can't go under it, we'll have to go through it.
What happens if we get a shovel, start digging, and just
I
dig
think we should
underneath
try
it?
and get into the
Wait. I have a thing for this.
You have a shovel?
No, but
Give me a shovel.
I have stone melt.
The fuck?
Tim's there like he's learning tonight.
I really am.
Shall I send the giraffe in?
Meld into stone.
Oh, stone meld. Okay.
Meld into stone.
I thought you said melt, and I got. Yeah.
How about I
Jeez.
cast the crown of madness on myself and then run in?
Well emerged, you can't see what occurs outside it, and any wisdom checks.
That's one level 4 spell gone.
It was well used. We'll get it back, you know, and go in there and then it'll just be
Never mind, I don't think I can actually move.
Meld with stone.
Meld with
Only
stone.
right,
Oh yeah, no, that's for hiding in.
And
Right.
it
Okay.
was-
Yeah, no, never
Jeez.
mind. I thought I could move in it. Never mind.
I've dropped it. I've dropped the watery sphere.
I think we go in.
I think we try and go under it. See whether or not there's an entrance to the sewers or the catacombs.
I am quite upset that I put a 3rd level spell on a staff that I don't even have anymore. Right. How do you think we could get to the catacombs?
Well, we asked some dodgy looking people.
I'm gonna find some dodgy looking people.
Now, didn't you once come out into the river?
We did.
We did.
Yeah.
Should we walk? No, wait, we won't walk. We can swim.
We'll swim.
We'll swim.
We'll swim. We're going in. We're going to
Going
the...
through the river then.
Okay.
Oh, that's right, we came out of the necromancer's vomit hole with all the dogs. You weren't there.
Yeah, we're gonna go back.
Memories.
Right.
There's the pit of demons.
Give me just an intelligence check to figure out where it was.
Can I assist?
Please assist.
Sure.
I did start.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's
you
good.
did.
That's
Wait,
22.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
I
well,
rolled with
that's
advantage if she's helping, didn't I?
Okay.
Yeah.
22.
fine. You also had guidance.
Oh, okay, then 26.
No, so you roll a d4.
Oh.
You don't just add 4.
Okay, well, should I save that for something?
It's only a minute. It's fine.
Okay.
I could give it you again.
Well, there you go, that's 3 onto that then.
Okay. It takes you a moment. You look around and you remember roughly where you came out. There's a sort of a place between. There's like several shacks, and then between them there's a weird little alleyway that apparently used to be an outhouse that sort of fell in. And yeah, you remember coming out of this gap in the boards. There was
Butthole.
sort of a smell of dead seagull,
Yeah, well.
keeping
Lovely.
most people away.
Down the seagull hole.
Yep.
Okay, we descend.
Okay.
Holy water.
What's all your constitution checks like?
No,
Constitution scores.
Do you do a saving throw?
Mine is a 12.
Mine's is 14.
16.
More than 10. So that does give you like a 4 minutes you can hold your breath, because D&D is weird like that.
2 minutes.
2 minutes.
It's 1 minute plus your con mod.
Oh, okay.
2 minutes, 3 minutes, 4 minutes.
Sure. That is enough. You carefully swim through, and you find yourself, after about a minute of pushing underwater, dragging yourself along the strange, dark tunnel. You surface. Underneath the darkness, you'd estimate somewhere roughly. You look around. It is pitch black in here. You have dark vision, though,
I
because
do.
you're a dick.
I also have dark vision.
You also have dark vision.
Eyes of night.
Never's just blind.
No.
Eyes of night.
Oh, right.
300 feet, all of us.
Those eyes are not like looking at
Your eyes just bright.
Light up like deers in the forest, like.
And you find yourselves in this strange little tunnelway. It seems natural in places. It seems like scratched in others, and the stone seems broken. After a moment, you look down at the floor, and you see it is just covered in rats, just boiling with rats. There's a brief moment when, like, like if you look at a clock and it takes a moment longer than you think it should to tick the first tick. You look at them and they're still, and then all of a sudden they're just sort of swaying like a carpet, and they're just pushing away from you.
They're running from the darkness.
They're running from you, it seems.
Oh.
The darkness
But even if
seems
people-
normal down here. Seems natural.
What?
There's some. No.
We're protected by the layers of rock.
Could we actually, just before we start this, have like a mini break? Get
Yeah.
some more tea,
Sure.
Yeah.
recoup, and
Yeah.
go again?
Absolutely, yeah. So
Sounds like
we're
a
just
plan.
going to mute the microphone. We'll be back in 5 minutes or so.
Yeah.
And And we're back with more upbeat music. Dramatic music. That's a good word. Yeah. Man, I have been wording terribly in this day.
Not been doing the words of the things.
Need a dictionary harder.
Use the other
Do you know
kind
what
of
I heard from the 90s? I remember listening to it and it seemed so stupid. Sometimes vocabulary runs through my head. The alphabet runs right from A to Z. Do you remember that? What? Do you remember that? Is that quite all the saints? Never ever end.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Was that actually the
Was
lyrics?
that
Yeah,
the
quite all
lyrics?
saints.
Oh
Yeah.
God.
Sometimes vocabulary runs through my head. The alphabet runs straight from A to Z. I'm like, so profound.
Only emotional lyrics get to me.
I said that, I was like, A, L, fuck. And then like running through the dictionary. It's running through my head.
Z is for zebra.
Yes, when you've got an important decision, like whether or not you should date that guy, then you're thinking A, B, C, D, E, F. Okay.
That's where I've been going wrong.
Yeah. So, you surface from the water in the captain, cold river water.
Can you turn it down ever so slightly?
Yeah, sure.
Thank you. That's good.
Okay. In front of you, there is just a carpet of rats that just seems to freeze and then almost like fold over itself as they try and just push out of your way. There's about maybe like 20 feet of bare earth before this boiling mass of rats.
It's not turning into king rat, is it?
Oh god.
Not king rat.
King rat?
Have you seen the picture of like it's all the rats with the tails like?
Oh.
Then they call it a king rat because they all kind of work as one, but all
Or
the
like the
tails all
transgrades
tied
and
together.
Kiko, where they all form one.
Yeah.
Or the fish in Nemo.
Yeah.
It is not.
What does the room look like?
The room you're in looked like. It's sort of a sloping tunnel comes down and then it seems to open up into this bulb about 10 feet across, 10 feet long, and then it slims down into a tunnel that goes off into the caverns.
So it's really just straight ahead.
Just straight ahead, yes.
Well,
Just
getting
keep
out.
walking down, yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder
Okay.
if I and Jeremy might turn up down here.
I mean, knowing I and Jeremy, I think it's one of the more likely places for him to turn up.
He's done it before.
Yeah.
Switch places with me. I was in the middle of something and was happy.
Putting that aside, you head forward, go towards the rats, and they just seem to get like even more panicked as you walk towards them, and you seem to be like leaping over each other, try and get out of your way. But as they do, they push other rats back, and so it's just like a continuing like stream.
Wow.
Well, this isn't slightly disconcerting.
I think the rats might have run down here from the darkness.
Well, the rats like the darkness, and we're kind of.
They
lighting
might
up the
look like
place.
the magical darkness. It's not like cranium rats, they're just regular rats, yeah?
Their skulls appear to be intact.
Okay.
There is a moment
Super smart.
when you look down, because you have 300 goddamn feet of darkness.
We all do at this point.
You all do at this point, yep. All three of you, there's a moment you look down and you see there appears to be someone standing. Or at least you see the shadow of someone, or something, and then it seems to sort of, like, not like go around the corner, but it seems to sort of melt down.
Retinol.
Well, that or ghosts. I've only got one turn on that, so try not to get possessed.
I will do my best.
I mean, how far away was that?
It was down the tunnel about maybe 100 feet, maybe 120. It seems to go fairly straight before like veering off to the left. It almost looked like sort of a shadow of a person, and it seemed to subside.
Okay,
It's
well,
human shaped.
Okay.
how far away?
About 120 feet, 100 maybe.
I should have ridden my giraffe to.
We're gonna,
Just can't follow it, maybe?
wander
Let's go.
forwards.
Let's keep going.
This is definitely not a trap. Let's go.
You wade into the rats. They scatter around you, pushing around, and as all three of you walk forward, they push and like push to the walls to try and get out your way. And as you go forward, there's maybe about a 5-foot gap. I assume you're travelling basically together.
Yeah.
There's about a 5-foot gap on either side where the rats seem to boil around the walls and come up.
You have them not squeamish.
So you very carefully head forward back into the caverns. You roughly remember the route you took heading through these, and there's not that much of a choice really. Mostly the cavern seems to sort of drop away off into another route that seems to lead presumably back to the river behind you. Everything leading forward. Eventually you get back to that strange room with the 2 huge vents leading down where you killed the Shasuva.
So we have 2 options. We can go find the ghost, or we can go up into the city.
You
Find the
hear,
ghost.
"Get out!"
And I go,
No. The rats boil together, and a person seems to stand out of them.
Hello.
Be gone from my domain.
I'm sorry, you're going to have to show me the property deeds and prove me that you own this land.
We're trying to fix the problem.
Wait, are you causing the problem?
You might be. Do I recognise what type of creature he is?
Roll Arcana, religion, history, whatever you like.
Why am I rolling like dicks tonight? 13.
13 on
Arcana.
Arcana. Appears to be made of rats.
I knew it.
The rats seem to boil up and like clamp together as a face. Even the jaw itself is a rat.
But the cleric can have a
Flappy.
religion.
I'm not.
These dice are just rolling like rocks.
Netta, try and batter it so that we can get through here.
So, we're trying to get through here to figure out what's going on. Like, we don't want to like we're not want to like trespass on your domain. We're just trying to get through.
Topsiders. Bring your death.
Oh,
She's a cleric. She brings life.
We're here to stop.
yeah, we're here to stop the darkness and all that kind of stuff.
Roll persuasion.
Come on, Netta.
Natural 20.
Yes!
With the +7. Just going, we're just trying to stop the thing.
And then it goes, and he goes, alright.
Catchphrase.
Like when Daniel Radcliffe spins in the burlesque and then points into the audience.
Yeah, she sings "Come Around the Mountain" when she comes.
In Arseless chaps.
Very persuasive.
Pippery taking notes.
We see you again. We rip you apart.
I hand him a
And there's
day's
sort of-
rations. I want to hand him a day's ration. I go, as a toll to pass through.
Takes it and just smacks it. It hits the wall and just smashes across the food and smears, and just like the rats just seem to reach up and engulf it, and this thing starts to go. And as it breathes heavier and heavier, it loses its form and it seems to spread down into a boiling mass of rats.
Well, that was
This
fun.
one, Netta.
That was weird.
So
Let's go!
to the ghost. To the ghost.
the ghost?
Yeah, let's go find the ghost.
We'll go find the ghost.
So,
I'm going to the conscience.
Yeah, the conscience.
there are 2 ways you can go, if you remember.
The way that God is least killed.
And well, we've killed everything so far.
How are you going to the...
Well,
How are
there was
you
a
going to
way
the
to
dungeon?
sneak past the wolves through the mirror, avoiding the bone devil.
But if we go up to the mirror, aren't we going into the surface? Is that all underground?
Is that all?
That was all underground.
Okay, yeah, then that's fine.
So, you go back down, following the tunnels. You do note there are rats everywhere, still. Some of them, more inquisitively, seem to be following you very carefully. Like there's like a rear guard that walks when you walk, that stops when you walk, stops when you stop. Sorry, and seems to be staring at the 3 of you behind you, like a almost a perfect line of rat.
They're just making sure we keep our
While my quarterstaff is gone, I'm going to take this time to attune to the Crook of Raushard.
Okay.
Because I feel like that might be handy.
You get +1 to your AC.
Yes! Excuse me.
It's a minor property I rolled for it. Minor good property, forget the word. Okay. You reach the 6 bowls. You remember... no, 8 bowls. I
I
apologise.
think none of I was having a bath at this point.
Each one is inscribed. I don't know if you saw this before. I don't know if you remember, if you were with the
I
party.
don't think she
No.
was. I think the only person who'd remember is...
Each one is scratched with a symbol denoting the school of magic. Apart from the one appears to be missing is necromancy. There is one where necromancy would presumably have been, but it appears to have been like scratched over with like a crude drawing of a wolf head. Underneath there are each one there is a small bowl.
Do you remember this?
This is new, I think.
No, this was here before.
Oh, this was here before. Okay, carry on.
Well, I'm
Last
gonna...
time, I believe, Ian Jeremy pricked his thumb and bled into it.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Thought this was a different part. Yes. Prick thumb, bleed into it like Iron Jeremy did.
Sure, lose a point. Hit point.
Yep.
We don't know what the fuck she's doing.
There's a crunch, and just the door swings open. And behind this, the first thing that hits, well, let's say that hits you, the first thing you notice is the smashed body of what used to presumably be a person. There's about the correct amount of gore there, but it's been dead maybe a week and a half.
Do any recognition on it, or is it gone?
No, yeah, you can try, you can investigate it if you'd like.
Shall I investigate it? With advantage because you helped me?
Yeah, go for it.
Is that okay, Danger Master?
That's fine.
Okay, well in that case I
Cheesing
rolled a
again.
26.
26.
No, I didn't. I rolled a 27.
In fairness, you didn't need to roll that high on this. You look over it for over a moment, and you realise it is wearing bits of wolf pelt. This is a wolf, one of the gang members, not actual wolf. One of the wolves, the gang. This appears to be his corpse. You look around and you see about 4 or 5 more, just here and there, smashed.
There's nothing worth taking.
Do we know what killed them?
You with a 25, it appears to be their body was like bifurcated about at the midsection and then thrown at the wall with some force.
I think we should crouch through here. Maybe there's a trap.
Well, we have been through here, but the last trap was just to blow out all the torches and go to the door.
You look carefully around the corner, you can see where there was like a small staging area set up with a few cots and a few crates and chests and things. This has all been now smashed, reduced to rubble. There's a viewing balcony up top, you remember, as well. That has not been touched. But yeah, there were maybe, you guess maybe 7, maybe somewhere between 7 and 10 people. It's a little difficult to tell because the place is just in a ruin. The walls are fine, but the people are all dead. There is the archway, you can see before, and there is silver glinting through the archway. Like there's, in this room as well, there is a strange sort of dim ethereal light that seems to permeate the space.
And is this in the room where, like, the old torch puzzle was?
No, this is in the room where the mirror... Oh, shit.
Oh, sorry.
No, yeah, that's fine.
We skipped through the torch puzzle.
Skip through that because, yeah, I'm not going to do... I remember the torch puzzle,
Yeah.
remember the whole thing, but yeah, put the torches out, it leads the way through, that's fine.
Yeah.
Let's skip that.
Right, so it's the next bit, and they've just been massacred.
Yes.
Right.
But yeah, you remember through the archway there was a mirror. It just seems dark there, although the floor seems to be sparkling, shiny silver.
But just the way you say the torches go out and you can see the way it reminds me of something.
Yeah.
Secret tunnels!
Oh god, actually, yeah, that is the exact same...
Yeah, they couldn't find their way out until
That's the same solution to that
Yeah.
puzzle, yeah, only mine was a bit more sinister.
You
But
get one of the earthbending giant moles to help you out.
Yes.
Can we do that?
No.
I mean, you have a giraffe.
So has
Technically, it's
has
an
the mirror
illusion.
been broken?
You go through, have a look. The mirror indeed appears to have been smashed.
Shit.
All the glass is on this side of it, the broken
Is
glass.
that a mirror, a magic mirror?
It was the mirror we stepped through to the
Hmm.
next part.
Yeah.
Oh, and it's broken.
You look through, and you can sort of just see down. You can see down into the room where the bird cage is.
How big are the pieces?
What is the devil there?
You can't see it that far. You'd have to walk further into the room.
I think we just keep going.
You want me to rebuild the mirror?
No, we can just walk past it.
Okay.
Yeah, we just keep going.
You walk past, and you see, stepping over the shards of the mirror, down the room where there was the bird cage with the bone devil in it. One of the supports appears to be smashed. There is another wolf.
Oh no, not again.
And you can see there is sort of just a smear of blood from about maybe 10 feet down this wall, ending in a crumpled corpse. And there is a second corpse that appears to have been ripped in half, like the arms, and seem to have been actually ripped off the central torso.
Did Bone Daddy do this?
And then the legs.
Did we find out Bone Daddy's name?
It might be Zenzi's.
Because we accidentally.
You talked to the Minotaur about the Bone Devil as well.
Yeah.
We didn't set him free, someone else did this.
Yeah, but we kind of almost set him free because we accidentally hit the thing.
I'm not taking responsibility for this one.
I was in the bath.
We could not have done anything else.
So, because he offered us something to set him free, but obviously we didn't take it. So obviously somebody else managed to go down there and just been like, yeah.
But now we know what's happened to all the wolves, but that means now there's a bone devil running around the city.
Do you think that's what's doing the darkness?
No, I don't think. Actually, I wouldn't know. Nope. That is a 10.
What?
But would I know if a bone devil is powerful enough to do this?
With a 10, you'd be pretty sure a Bone Devil wouldn't be powerful enough to do this. A single Bone Devil. No.
No, I don't
Oh,
think
a
so.
single one.
He's been locked in a cage for...
And
You
he's
don't know
already
how
got
long.
a girlfriend.
No, it's out on the town.
Sure.
Single and regular mingle.
Okay.
Go.
What would the skeleton Tinder be called? Sure, it's fine. We can work that out another time.
Well,
There's one there somewhere.
we keep going. Now, the next bit we do have to be careful of because there are mechanical things that still want to kill us.
Can I Misty step through it?
Probably, but we can't.
She can.
Yes, I can.
Oh, well, I'm running then.
Okay, we're going to Misty step past all that crap.
Well, we're going to sneak.
Yeah, if we see.
So, you remember there was a trapdoor at the back of the bird cage?
I don't, but you're carrying.
Sure. Well, yeah. Lorelei does. You open the trapdoor. There's a small ladder heading down into a set of corridors. Who goes first? Okay, he's heading down there.
Yep.
Okay.
Slide down.
This sounds familiar.
This is
Wait, no, I was thinking of the one that went upwards. No, it's okay. I'll follow down then, I suppose.
Sure, okay. You head down into this like blue-grey stone corridor. There are sconces and each one seems to be giving like a little, like a moat of light from each one. You look around and you can see there are trails on the floor, like, how to describe it? So in the centre of each corridor seems to have been like almost swept, and on the edges there seem to be little trails in the dust where something thin seems to have like gone through, almost like a set of like maybe 3 or 4 snakes on either side.
Who's got a good survival check that can work out what that is? Probably
Not me. Well, plus one.
Yeah, mine's 2, so maybe someone should roll survival and see if they can work out what might have done that.
I'll help you
Is
now.
that alright, Tim?
Yeah.
Roll. I cast
Roll.
guidance and we roll with advantage.
Roll twice, take the biggest number.
Nope.
Roll again.
Nope.
And a D,
Nope.
and a
Yeah,
D4
still weren't
as
getting
well.
higher than 7.
Add a
even if she
D4.
rolls a D4.
So that was
5 plus 1, 6. You rolled a 6 on survival. So wait, the other one was a 3, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
everyone was 3.
So it was 7. 7 on survival.
7 on survival.
This was a snake!
Appears to be trails in the dust. You're not sure. You do remember the little alcove where there was the ghost.
I think we just head straight to the alcove.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's about where I joined you last time, isn't it? Yeah.
Definitely wasn't an Alec, because that would have been a fight.
Okay.
You head over to the alcove, open small door, carefully sneak in, close it behind you. There is a head, peers out of a wall, turns at you, it is glowing faintly blue. What are you doing here? Oh, I'm going to need stealth checks off of all three of you, please.
No.
14.
10.
10.
Yeah, but I am also naturally stealthy, so if that helps.
And you cast past without a trace, so.
What does naturally stealthy mean exactly?
I don't.
It's a character trait.
You might get to roll with advantage.
I think it's is it well I can hide behind people.
Oh, yeah, that
You want to
might
hide
be.
behind me?
Behind Lorelei.
Yeah, that's not going to help if you're clumpy.
You can attempt to hide when you are obscured only by a creature that is at least one size larger than you, so
Yeah.
it won't help here.
Right.
Am I not one size larger than the
She's
You
not
are.
hiding, she's stealthing.
She's not hiding, she is stealthing. Yeah.
You are
So no,
doing.
just against the wall going.
Like Kron, whatever the new group. Da, da, da.
I heard you coming the whole way. What are you doing here again?
Well, what's happened on the surface? And we tried to call the priest of Peller and you answered.
Did you should get to... Oh, God. What are you doing here?
Trying to fix apparently what we caused.
You didn't tell us not to come.
Actually, you kind of did.
Oh, right, you didn't know that.
Over here now.
Also, would I be right in addressing the consciousness of Falvain?
My name is Zella. Yes. When I took on robes, I took the name Falvain, but I was Zella. And the voice just starts to crack. And you see like this small, well, the better word would be diminutive, sort of man with like what used to be a white horseshoe of hair. You can see almost, as his voice seems to crack, there's sort of just a wave of golden hair seems to sort of like emanate for a moment before, and like the lines and the wrinkles just seem to fade from the face before it sets back in again. And he takes a breath.
Are you any connection to the man who's currently running the Cult of Full Grace? Or has he just taken your name?
I could be. I don't know. I was split. Falvain tried to become a lich.
Oh,
It did not go well. And what is out there is outside this room is angry. I can feel it. Oh gods, I can feel it.
Okay. What's angry outside this room? Is it angry at us, or is it the thing that's doing this thing to the city?
It is angry at everything. What is doing this? I believe it was it must be when the library burned. You took...
you burned a
You went in-
library?
No, necromancer did. Not this necromancer, the other necromancer.
Meredith.
No, not that one. The original one we tried to
The
kill.
OG one.
Yeah, the one, the
The one that I
first.
fought from a roof.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. The lock was unsealed. I haven't been outside of... I haven't been to check. I'm scared. I'm scared of it.
How do you fight it?
How do we help you?
It must have taken the locking crystal. There was placed here an obsidian lock. There's a crystal floating above it. It would have let out a huge pulse of necromantic energy as anyone went near it. Except to the dead, where it lets out radiant. No one could touch it.
But someone touched it.
It's the blue crystal we've left in Karain.
I cast Identify on it, didn't I?
No, you couldn't. It tried to kill you.
Oh, fuck.
We left it in Karain.
Do we need to put that back then, do we?
You took it!
No, I mean as in the royal we.
You took the crystal!
No, I didn't! I just identified it and it tried to kill me.
You took the crystal!
I didn't take it!
Oh shit.
Someone else did.
Roll deception.
No, it's true. I didn't take it. Someone else did.
Roll deception. Or persuasion, whichever you prefer.
5. I didn't touch it.
Get it back now.
Alright.
Sending to the Abjurers. Wait, does sending work here?
Yeah, we're under the city, remember?
Sending is intercepted.
Please get back out.
No. I still have some. I can. What are you sending?
I need to send a message to Fox. Oh, right. So Fox, Fox! The guy we just dropped the scythe off with.
Yeah.
Open. You see the desk, and you remember there was a desk where he opened it, and there was various. Well, he instructed you how to open it, and there were spell scrolls in it.
Yes.
And he went and fetched you things.
Yeah.
Open the lid. Open the leaves. And so there's like a large wooden leaf. The centre folds out, and underneath there is inscribed in brass various sigils, various signs and symbols. Place your hands, or one hand at least, within the ritual, and it should ensure that your message reaches its intended recipient.
Will this make you weaker?
Yes.
No.
Did we give them the stone?
They left it with them.
Who found it?
I did. I
Oh.
took it.
It wasn't me then.
No, it really
I
wasn't
didn't
you.
think it was.
It was me and Neda.
It was the royal you.
No, I take my hand off.
Well, I don't-
You are extremely important alive.
I don't think he's alive. He's a ghost.
He is the only way we can reconnect Firebane to any kind of humanity at this point. If he becomes weaker, we lose that chance. We need to. If we get the gem back, will the city be saved?
If you get the gem back, this will be sealed.
Well,
Is that a good thing?
I think for the moment that's step one.
Everything will still be here, but the magic will stop leaking.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So there are the vents, and he gestures where you left before. And you remember these vents lead to underneath the city, actually where you were talking to the rat entity.
He sees us again. He attacks us.
Can I go grab one of the dead bodies?
Who's got invisibility?
I do.
I do. Do you have invisibility? I can make us both invisible.
That's alright, I can cast Pass That Trace, we can get out of
Yeah,
here.
and also just
Do
the
invisible
natural
and
stealthiness, I'll just hide behind you going.
Can you hide behind something invisible?
How can I help you?
Because new clothes.
How can I help you stay alive?
My dear, I am dead, and I am restrained. I am stuck here.
But will you fade?
Hopefully, one day, I would like to fade.
Not yet.
I think your job might be done, not be done now.
Away!
So,
It's a moment, and then a very snide voice comes through, talking directly to you. I sense you nearby, Yellow One.
Says Falvane, just out of curiosity.
The voice is more nasal than the conscience here, but yes, it strikes very similar.
Okay.
I like what you did with the place. We should talk.
Give each other a nod. That could sort of then like listen or scandalise.
So guys, it's Farway.
Zella. Would love to meet. Have an errand to run. Give me a few days.
You sending that to the Bone Daddy?
No, I'm sending that to Falvane.
You don't get a second. No?
No, that was okay, so
The second message does not come through. There is no second
no,
send.
they didn't.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll do that. You said that in the next chamber over there was something linking to Baldry.
Yes. There are... It would be incredibly dangerous to go there. But yes, before the split, I was experimenting with faith and how it can be redirected, how it can be used. I was researching lichdom. It did not go well.
I have an idea.
Go for it.
Why don't I surface and fly to Kareem? It's the quickest way to get back the stone.
They might be able to send Fox here. And if they can, we can do this today.
Okay. If we can't do that, then my plan.
Why don't you surface and send the message?
Okay.
Because you can do it quicker, you're invisible, and I can give you... No, I can't give you passive power trace, but I can give you enhanceability.
Yes. Or invisibility either works or it doesn't, basically. But would that give me advantage on stealth?
No, yeah, you already have advantage with invisibility. But if you got out...
Yeah.
I can keep this quiet.
And I'll reach a spot away from the town.
Yeah, until you need to get back into Old Town. Oh, splitting the party. Why does this sound like a really terrible idea?
Last time we split the party, I did really well.
This
I
is
just
true.
want to remind you, I did a sensible thing and it succeeded.
Did you? Because I kind of remember you flying over the palace of...
No, I
Helen.
went to the Temple of Pelor and I was like,
Oh, right.
necromantic gases. And
Yeah.
he dispelled it and it was good. We didn't have to kill innocent guards.
It was just the time before last where it went really badly.
Yeah.
The only problem is you then have to escort the guy back in here.
That's fine.
Yeah, you can do that.
He's a powerful necromancer. I'm sure we can.
He's not that powerful, but okay.
I can make him invisible.
Right, you go then.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I cast invisibility on... Oh, well, I'm going to go up through the... Yeah, I'll
You're
cast
going to the
invisibility now.
Mm-hmm.
And then I got through the vents.
Sure. Roll stealth.
I pull out a deck of
I
cards.
get do I get advantage because I'm invisible?
No.
Oh,
Why not? Oh.
No, yeah, okay. Yeah,
because I would
sure.
have given her...
Yeah, no, advantage because you're invisible.
A natural 20.
For a total of...
22? Yes.
That's plus 0 then. You fly up through the vent. The natural currents of air lift you high. You spread your wings out in the central chamber. And the rats, they lift their noses and smell. They smell the disturbance, they smell something. They start running in circles. Tight little circles, and you see like weaves.
They're moshing.
Pretty much, yeah, it kind of looks like that. It's almost like a it's like a bowl when you set the whisk on, and it just seems like there's just a frothing, circling mass of rats underneath
I'm
you.
gonna get the feck out.
Drift over to down the cavern, the way you came.
We're just going to have to do a swift dive in the water.
Or I can misty step out.
Oh yeah.
Can I misty step out?
Through rock?
It's 30 foot.
30 foot.
Oh yeah, no, it's too long. You have to.
Yeah,
swim.
okay, then that's fine. I'll do the swim.
The swim, once you know it, it's still about 30-45 seconds, thereabouts,
That's fine.
underwater.
That's
Sure.
fine. I'll do that.
There's a loud splash when you hit the water. You hear a behind you as you go.
That's fine.
Carefully get out. And yeah, you swim, you find your way out back through the hole in the boards, push your way to the surface.
Okay, so I need to send a message.
Yeah, you need to send it to.
The obsidian we gave you was.
No, it wasn't a obsidian. It was a sapphire.
I thought you said
It's an obsidian lock.
Ah,
There was an obsidian,
Clear crystal necromantic gem.
clear crystal necromantic gem, and it was on like an obsidian pillar.
right, okay.
And we
It
gave
came to a
it.
point, and just hovering above it was this.
The clear crystal we gave you was cursed.
No, no,
Oh.
go. Yep.
No, the clear crystal we gave you is to blame. We need it back. Is ASAP one word?
No.
I can't say that. We need it back
No,
yesterday.
ASAP can be one word, although ASAP.
We'll meet you at potion shop.
That's good.
Bring stealth buffs.
Yes.
Love and kisses.
Bye. He's 25.
And you send that to Fox.
Yeah.
There's a pause. And you hear, I remember. I'm sorry, I must have got drunk. The potion shop in Kellingmouth, the crystal, I will fetch it.
He's gone fucking gambled it.
You head over to the potion shop. After a while, you do hear like that. There's sort of almost like a cloth ripping noise, and that's stood before you is Fox Pelbright.
No, Fox Pelbright is not.
Yeah,
Fox.
Fox Pelbright. Fucking Fox.
Something worst.
I was going to say Mudweather, and then it's definitely wrong.
Work brush.
Yeah, that's because I'm on the wrong page. Workbrush.
Yeah, Fox work brush.
There it is. Fox Workbrush. Yes. You see him there. He seems pallid. He's holding. Well, he's not holding. Sorry. He has. You can see he's holding up his hand, and above it there is like a. It's almost like glass, but made of. It's insubstantial. It's like the light just seems to like hit it and then shift like with a prism and then come out. So it's almost like holding a plate of force, and on it is the clear gem.
His hands.
No, he's not.
Okay.
There's this like clear disc where you can see like the light is bent,
And that's definitely the right gem.
and on top of it, yes, it is the right gem. I
Fucked up so bad.
I've met you.
Yes.
What the hell? Nope.
Do you not remember? How
No.
many winged elves do you meet?
This is yes. I've had a strange few days. I don't seem to remember much. There's patches here and there. I remember you. Yes, you gave us this, and it was under the desk.
Can I roll Arcana to see whether or not it would have interfered with his memory?
Sure.
Why am I rolling like crap? 15.
15. From what you remember of the gem, it just does a huge amount of damage to whoever touches it. He seems to have taken precautions not to touch it. He's levitating it by magic on some sort of disc.
Perhaps you should see a healer, and I will take this down.
Perhaps I should. I'm sorry. I swore off the drink. But yes,
Does he smell like alcohol?
he does not. It was some 4 or 5 years ago. I haven't touched a drop, but I must have relapsed.
I hand him a healing potion.
I thank you. He drinks it. Nope, still bad.
If I cast Identify, would I know if you've been cursed or something?
No, you need to
Or detect magic?
So, how do you take the gem, first of all?
Open
Open
books.
the bag of holding.
Yeah, he bounces over. Yes, like I say, and dispels Tensor's disc, and the gem drops in. I forget, it's Tensor's floating disc or something. But yeah. Yes, but I'm going to go off now. I'm going to go to bed.
I'd like to detect magic before we go.
Sure. Detect magic.
Okay, I cast it as a ritual.
Sure. He seems to stumble a moment, and then when he really recognises the sigils you're doing, he sits down and waits.
Okay.
Mhm.
Is there any magic on him?
There is not. Oh, you do recognise there are various things he's got, like various magical accoutrements he's holding, but they seem there's abjuration, and like one ring seems to be pretty good evocation. He's wearing like something abjuration that's a necklace.
Nothing identified that would be sinister though.
No. But yes, it was.
The scythe.
Have you got the scythe?
Scythe?
She's erased his memory.
She took the scythe and erased his memory.
What scythe?
Sending to his wife. Just a second. Meredith took the scythe, erased your husband's memory, meet him at Potion Shop in Kellingworth.
Yes, I did, didn't I?
Ah.
I said not to get in my way, Winged One, or you will find yourself plucked.
Has it been intercepted, or is
Is the voice the same?
The voice seems different.
it sound like Meredith?
It sounds like Meredith, yeah.
Is
this
it coming
voice.
out? It's coming out Fox.
No, it's you did the sending spell,
Oh,
yeah?
yeah.
Mark off the 3rd level spell. Yeah.
So yeah, we.
Thank you for bringing me it.
Didn't notice when she was floating down the bloody stairs.
I look at Fox. Hide.
Hide?
Hide.
No, I promised myself when my wife died, I would not hide. It was the same time I swore off the alcohol. I must face up to this and return to group therapy, I think.
Not fuck something up.
I mean, we're doing a really good job.
Just live under this city now.
Once. I want it to go well.
I
We're
wanted to
underground.
dig the hole.
Right, guys, we're staying in this dungeon. We cannot make things worse.
This is where we live now.
How long was the corridor with all the rats, by the way? Did I just misty step past them?
No, it was about. We're talking about like. I'm trying to think 900 feet because
Right.
it was about 300 meters. Yeah, so that would be
Okay.
960 feet.
I know
I
the
don't know.
insight check too. We know the insight check too.
Yep.
Okay.
And she was floating down the stairs.
She was floating down the dungeon.
But she was also, in the necromancer's tower, so she was a
kind of odd.
magical.
She was
Okay.
wearing the wife's body. Perhaps reanimated her. Right, I'm gonna head back down there.
First problem.
I thought
You
she
guys
just
don't know
had.
about this yet.
Whoa, like reanimated the wife's body. Hang on, whoa. There is also just, disguised self.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's not as evil.
Yeah.
I like the fact she's like Buffalo Bill the wife.
Right, yeah.
That's how I assume it's happened.
Yeah.
A corpse after 4 or 5. Yeah, sure.
Okay,
I'm much nicer to my D&D group.
I'm coming back in then, invisible again.
Okay. There's a splash as you arise out of the. So, mark off again invisibility.
Yeah. Done.
And roll with advantage.
Okay, 15.
15 total.
Yeah.
The swirling of the rats.
They start motion.
Some of them start throwing themselves into the air as you pass.
Like a 40-foot flight speed.
Yeah.
It's for fucking pogo sticks.
The rats are everywhere. Where do you head?
Back towards where we came in. Yeah.
Where you came in? Or the vent where you came out? Or
Oh, I'll
the...
head to the vent, that's probably more sensible.
Okay.
I'll go down the vent.
Sure. They make 3 leap attacks at you.
Mm-hmm.
6.
In that case, when I see they're attacking, I'd like to do Blade Song.
That's going to drop you... No, that's not going to drop your
No.
invisibility. Fuck. Okay then.
Nibble you.
Sweet.
Take tiny little nibbles.
One leaps at you for a 6 to hit.
Does not hit.
Another leaps at you for an 8 to hit.
Does not hit.
The one leaps at you for a 17 to hit.
Does not hit.
So yeah, you're invisible, so you're flying across, and just these rats seem to be like flinging each other up and like scurrying up the walls and then leaping across at you. And it's just like, it's chaos. Like they're
What's
boiling.
his wife called again?
Helen.
Okay.
Damn it, Helen.
So I've come back, I assume, to these two.
You slide down the vent.
Helen was noticed. She's got the scythe.
She was floating on the stairs now. Floating on the stairs.
Can you find some way to make this on your cousin?
Probably is my cousin's, to be fair. So,
Jenny, I've got the rock. And I hand you the bag of holding, and I just want to sit and have a little mini breakdown.
As
He was so confused. Yeah, but he's great.
if you don't mind, I'm gonna compartmentalize that and I'm gonna go deal with this.
yeah, we deal with this first, then we can cry.
Pass without a trace.
Okay.
I cast pass without a
I'm
trace.
still invisible.
Oh yeah, but I'm not.
I just, yeah, bag of holding. Well, I'm gonna, so I'll
So
come
I'm
with you.
So yeah,
Are we all going
you
to
hear
the
Lorelei
gate?
say this, and then this bag of holding just apparates in front of you. But sure.
Yeah, I'm just
Should
going.
I come with you?
If you want.
I'm invisible, so...
Oh,
Never
that's
just
the wrong
gonna
one.
hang out with the conscience.
Okay. 24 for me.
So you can add 10 minutes plus your trace.
Yeah.
24 for me.
Okay.
So that is a 31 for me.
31.
Yes.
That's pretty good. Give me
I'm
a
just
second.
I'm just shutting the fuck up. I've done enough damage.
Oh god. Yeah, Pippery just blank.
Remind me what yours was again?
24.
24.
You doubt I exist on a 31. Like, did I imagine her?
You head out into the corridor. Very, very, very quietly. And you see, just like finished walking past this thing, it is huge and its arms sway and they are long and come to long red claws. It appears to be wearing like some of a black cape.
Is that Bone Daddy?
It looks kind of like that.
Is that Bone Daddy?
It's not Bone Daddy.
That is not Bone Daddy.
I think we encountered that before and I liked it, didn't I?
Yep.
He does not spot you.
It's basically we come out and he's looking that way and we're just like...
Yeah. He's sort of like sashayed past.
I'm basically wearing a pair of socks and invisible. Like,
You very, very carefully make your way to the study. The Bone Claw was heading further down the corridor the way Falvain pointed, something to do with the religious studies.
and like, don't go down there till you're much stronger. Yeah.
Well, yes. The conscience was rather worried about keeping you alive because it was a conscience. It was worth, like, trying to look after your best interests. But yes, you recognise this thing is probably a bit much for you to handle right now. You carefully head into the study. There is an odd, acrid smell of like acid and sulfur. You look around, and the thing that you remember, not Peter, I and Jeremy mentioned was transmutation before it sort of melted into sludge. It's still bubbling very gently.
For a while, it's still bubbling.
I'm keeping notes on my rubber.
Is the obsidian locked now?
The obsidian
Where's
pillar
the fly?
is still where it was before.
Oh, this is gonna hurt.
You do stupid things.
I'm gonna.
It was wrapped in a cloth when I got it, so I imagine it's still on the cloth because basically just.
Nope, you pulled out the cloth.
Oh, would you like the scrap of blanket that I got? Use the periwinkle glass.
That's actually gone. We don't have that anymore. I don't know where that went. I just pull off my because I've got a cloak. And I'm just like, Jem.
You've got the cloak. Place the cloak in the bag.
Yeah.
The cloak vanishes.
Shit.
Your hand
Wait.
is there.
Can I hover over it? Oh, shit. Right, putting it right by.
You do know you can turn a bag of holding inside out and everything comes out of it.
No, I don't think.
Although it makes quite a noise.
Yeah. Can you not, now the cloak's in the bag, can you not pick up the cloak and the diamond at once?
Cloak and diamond.
You get the cloak because it's the first thing you said. You can then reach in and get the diamond if you want. One thing
How
at a
much damage
time.
did it do last time?
This is going to be about 20 points of damage.
Which of us is stronger? Which of us can take it better?
You
I'm on
need
44.
you need to reach the reserve because I'm not going to get out of here alive.
You're the healer.
I am, but you're significantly stronger than I am,
Oh, okay.
and you have more spells.
Yeah, okay.
Right by the obsidian, Gem, and I just.
There's just a and you feel your hand just wither and draw back.
Yep.
And you almost like feel the fingernails just shrivel backwards. You take 22 points of damage. Place the gem. Now is past the trace concentration?
That is an excellent question. 22, you said?
Yes, I said. I don't remember.
Yep.
Yep. Okay then. Roll me concentration check.
It's a 12, so I think I make it.
That's a pass. Pass without a trace stays up. You manage to avoid screaming out from the pain in addition, which keeps you quite quiet.
I give you a healing potion, because that's a silent way to heal yourself. Minor healing, so that's 1d4.
2d4 plus 2.
Does anything happen?
As it goes back on the pedestal.
Nope, it just seems to float there, just about 2 inches from the tip, the point of this, pedestal of obsidian. Pedestal? That's not the word.
Plinth.
Plinth,
Yes.
sure, yes. Mm-hmm.
That's my own lips.
It's like it's almost like a natural cleavage of quartz that seems to just come out to a point. It's the word cleavage, really.
Cleavage of quartz.
Jesus.
Sounds like bad erotica. She had cleavage of quartz.
Sounds like excellent Steven Universe erotica.
Listening.
Should we come back?
She says that telepathically. I think.
Oh yeah, I could just
Yeah.
telepathy that one.
Hmm.
Oh, do we want
Roll
to
me
reroll?
stealth, please, yes. As you head back out.
29.
37. I cease to exist.
You hear
You should give me fucking invisibility. What am I doing?
and it just, you see it off in the distance, gets to about, there's a T-junction about 30 feet away from the exit to the study, and you just see it scrape past. It seems agitated. It's passing more frequently than you remember before. It's dragging behind it the shattered remnants of what looks like a large mechanical crossbow device.
As we're about to go in, I take a brief pause and look at the chamber where he said the secrets were. And I'm like, Going.
You're going into the chamber?
No, I'm coming
Oh.
with you.
You go back to the hidden door that slides smoothly open. We have a car coming.
Yes, Noah.
Okay, cool. Sure.
It's my Noah.
The door slides smoothly open. You head back in. And there's just a little worried old man and the halfling there. You go, is it back?
It's returned.
Thank you. Did you see it? Big guy. That is what I understand to remain of my body.
Very charming.
Falvane's body.
My body? Yes. Presumably it was split, me and it, when the spell went wrong, the ritual.
So you didn't always look like that.
So how
I
does...
originally looked like this, and he sort of waves over, like his hand almost like passes through his chin because he's got less used to like understanding his physical space.
So what body does Falvane have at the moment? There's a Falvane literally up in Kellingworth.
There's a third
No,
one of us.
The conscience, the bone monster.
yeah, the Conscience, the Bone Monster, and someone who calls himself Falvane who is leading the cult of Baldry.
And he looks at that, like at the wall, stares in the direction of the chamber he was talking about. What happened to your god?
He corrupted the message. I'm the last one left.
There appears to be a third part of me. And it was... Did it look human?
Yes, but I'll admit that I only tried to peer into its mind once and I was thrown back.
It may be a manifestation of my power.
Oh, great.
Oh, that's no.
Hooray!
That's even worse. Is there any way to recombine?
Oh, balls.
Bugger bollocks.
Ah,
But yes, there is a third one apparently. And he has corrupted the message of Baldry and has been using this to further his power base.
on the surface.
Yes. Literally upstairs.
Going about in daylight.
Yes. Wait, have I ever seen him in daylight?
No, you haven't.
Oh, he's a fucking vampire, isn't he?
Maybe not. I've never seen him in daylight.
Huh. He will not be as powerful. If you were... You could kill him.
Oh, that's the best news I've had all day.
Well, I don't know. I mean... The problem is, even Lichdom itself is not well documented. What happens when it goes wrong is even more poorly documented. It's seen as a failure among the less good. And it is seen as horrific monstrosity, genocidal mistakes among the good aligned. It is an under-researched area. I could not say what he is, other than he is a part of me, and should presumably be killed? I admit I don't know his power. I've only just learned he exists. I say you could kill him. I say someone should kill him.
What happens if I kill him in that? What happens to you?
Hopefully I can pass on. I would give my life willingly for such. There may be more parts of me. I don't know at this point. There are certainly more things around here. Things accumulate after time. There are still the original defences.
Don't know anything about a necromancer called Meredith by any chance, do you?
She was a competitor.
She's still alive. She has a scythe now.
We accidentally gave it to her.
She lost her scythe?
Oh, she was imprisoned by a beholder for several hundred years.
Oh,
Hello!
I have no idea what year it is.
I tell him what year it is.
Fair
It's
enough.
the year 3000.
And
Your
your
great-great-granddaughter.
That's pretty fine.
The weird thing is,
Hello.
like, if we went forward 1,000 years, then the great-great-great-granddaughter is still like 800 years old.
Yeah, I figured that. I was
Yeah.
like, but she's still pretty fine though. I
But
figure
pretty fine.
in the year
Yeah.
3000 they'll perfect kind of like anti-aging stuff. And
That's my
just pretty
type.
fine.
Or they just
800
freeze her in
years.
epoxy resin,
Yeah.
clear epoxy resin, and then
Pretty
just...
fine.
I thought she just shaved very fine.
Yeah, she's a powder that everybody is in powder for.
Yes.
I'd like to go to the surface and find a therapist. In terms of what I just did.
But
Yeah, I think we need to do that.
well, the darkness should dissipate. It may take time. You've sealed. For now. You've sealed this place. I recommend you leave, and then come back, and perhaps kill me.
Alright.
I've been around long enough. Meredith, I can offer you nothing other than make no agreement with her.
Okay, that we can do.
Well, you know.
What if I crossed her?
Then, best of luck. Have a word with the Grinners.
The Grinners?
The Grinners, write that now.
They were an excellent... They were the Guild of Responsible Necromancers. They were excellent at hunting us down.
Yeah, we gave the scythe to the Grinners, and she'd infiltrated them and took the scythe back.
Mm-hmm.
That shouldn't... They have excellent wards against that kind of thing. Had you already made contact with these people, and then were chasing Meredith on their behalf?
No, we told them everything. They sent us to get the scythe, we got the scythe, we came back, we gave it to them.
Turned out they weren't who they said.
Did you talk to them before or after Meredith was released?
After.
Would you talk to them before or after you opened this dungeon?
After.
It is likely that all the competent necromancers were trying to sort this out, which may have left them open.
I'd like to take this opportunity to announce my retirement.
I'll get the shovel.
What part of this fuck up isn't our fault?
Well, I didn't touch the gem. I was in the bath.
Well,
Gonna get that across.
perhaps you can kill her too.
So, right, who's on our kill list? Let me write down the list.
How many necromancers we got?
And
to kill?
maybe you can atone. I wish you the best of luck.
Can you atone for something that wasn't done with malice?
I definitely need to.
I am dreadfully sorry that I cannot be of more help. I have already given you my limited supplies.
Should we short rest and a cry?
Do you have a dagger?
Yeah.
You're not going to start self-out. Oh, okay.
I cut off my
She's
hair.
gonna Britney Spears it.
Cut off my hair as a... Hand that back.
Netta puts the hair on it.
There is like a sizable amount of dreadlock
It's
there.
like, yes.
Yeah.
You probably like fall over from the weight of it. Oh.
Right.
Perhaps you could find something from the research lab?
Where's the research lab?
It is 3 rooms down the hall. Avoid what remains of my mortal remains. Perhaps you can invoke your god.
My god's already weak.
Perhaps you can help her. You can find out more about what I did. Some of my memories are fuzzy. There are patches missing.
It's past without choice concentration.
Yes.
No, that doesn't matter anyway. If you go down there, I'll cast invisibility on you.
Yeah, I'll go.
That gives you advantage on stealth.
Yep.
Yeah, and
Sure.
then you get plus 10 with pass without trace.
Does anyone else want to come?
No, I think
Alright.
the fewer of us there are, the less likely you are to be heard.
28.
28.
It's high, but it's not as high as it could have been.
You peek out. No? You alright?
Yeah, Jamie sent me some.
Oh.
I'm gonna nip down.
Peek out very carefully. Look around. See nothing. Hear nothing. You gently creep down the corridor. 3 doors down. There's a large door here, and emblazoned on it, there is in fact the hearth of Boulderai. You recognise it as the...
Can I?
Sigil?
Is it burned in? Is it a?
It appears to be like a brass plate. It's rather weathered and it's going like that sort of coppery green verdigris. It looks quite old. It appears to be set into the door.
I push in.
You push in. Very carefully open up. You can see around. There's something here. It's strange. You look forward and there are broken pews and at the front an old black altar. On a few of the pews you see the spectral forms of people. They appear to be kneeling in supplication, some of them praying. Others seem to be holding their hands in front of them, back and forth, back and forth. There is a copper-coloured carpet leads up the central aisle towards this black altar. On it, you see a cushion and a piece of jewellery.
Don't touch it.
No, I've learnt my lesson. In terms of the spectral people, are they ghosts? Are they?
They look similar to Falvain's conscience.
Do you want me to come and identify it? You send me a telepathy thing and I'll invisible myself. No, I can only do that once. I can...
What? Can you send like a mental picture of what it is? And
I can't cast identify on the thought.
I am. What have I got? What have I got? I just. If I go up and place my hand on one of their shoulders, is there a response?
You go
You can go,
up. You place your hand on the shoulder and it just passes through.
Do they move? Do they recognise me?
They do not.
But they're kind of like ghosts, like the conscience guy.
Yeah. But he's sentient, these aren't.
These are echoes, memories.
I go towards the front.
You go towards the front. You walk up. It appears to be a ring. Like, just set on this cushion on the black altar. It's small and it is copper.
Is there any wording, anything around?
On the altar itself, it appears to be like a cabinet. It has two large doors on the front.
Why don't you just bring it back to me and identify it?
Yeah,
It's
that's
important
fine.
we'll put it back.
Well,
Can't be much
the last thing I moved. Can I open the cabinet?
You open the cabinet. You see in there several books.
The
original works of Baldwin.
the original works of Baldwin.
You find one appears to be labelled as such, yes.
Ooh.
Closest hug to my chest imaginable, like.
She's so gay.
You give it a quick look through, and it does appear to be an exact copy of the one you had. This one is bound in, it's quite nice, it's bound in iron around the edge, and there is the sigil of Balderai is set in copper.
Put it in the bag of holding. What are the others? What are the other books?
One appears to be written in some sort of... Wait, what languages do you speak?
Abyssal, Celestial, Common,
Oh.
Gith.
Then yeah, it is written in Abyssal.
Oh.
It appears to be a translation of the Book of Balderai
Nice.
An Abyssal.
in Abyssal.
Is it a direct translation? Or has it been...
Pretty exact, yeah. There's various words that don't quite translate over. The phrases don't quite translate over. But yes.
Put that one in. Next.
The third one is larger and older. And it is... The covers of it are copper plate. And you open it up, and it is the Book of Balderai again, this time... Oh wait, what? Remind me, sorry.
Celestial.
Celestial, Abyssal.
Common and Gith.
You don't recognise the language. You do recognise the iconography, though. Here and there. So for instance, on the hearth, the front cover, it appears to be snake scales going around, and it is... So instead of brickwork behind the hearth, it seems to be like almost almost like someone wrapped a huge snake around this cooking pot on fire, and it is in copper. The whole thing, like the whole front of the plate, is just copper plate, and this is embossed on it.
Is it in common? Can I read it?
No, the book is not written in common, abyssal, celestial, or gith.
But it has scales instead of. Okay.
Bring it with you, one of us might know what it is.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Okay, I'm looking at this ring.
Emojis.
Sure.
Is there anything else in here?
There is not. No.
Okay, I'm looking at this ring. Looking
Sure.
at the people behind me. Looking at the ring. Looking at the people behind me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna with the cloak. I'm gonna touch the ring.
Mm-hmm.
Pull it off. Turn around.
They don't seem to change. So this, when you stood at the altar, you do notice as well, there is the bricks, as you get close to them, they seem to be set out. They're made of like this orangey clay, and they are set out like scales, not like bricks, not like regular brickwork. Unlike like outside, it's more like huge blue-grey stone. This is like almost like snakeskin, but the whole wall going across, and the scales, each scales, is quite large. It strikes you, particularly around here, and you see there's like copper laid in runes in a language you don't recognise, like embossed in the wall. They're quite dusty and they're quite old and faded. The copper has gone to black in places. But yeah, you pick up the ring and there's no change.
Bag of
Hold
holding.
it. Sure.
And then I'm just gonna copy some of the runes into a piece of parchment.
Okay. Sure. You can even like put parchment on and do like a
Yeah,
brass
that's
ribbon.
what I was gonna.
Sure.
So do a relief of the
Mm-hmm.
of the runes.
Is this the research lab or is this a different room?
This is the room you told me to go into.
This is the room he told you.
Okay.
He directed you to.
Do I get the impression that the ground might be consecrated here?
You don't know and wouldn't be able to check just through regular means. You'll have to check somehow magically. How do you check if a thing is hallowed? I don't know. I don't remember.
On the altar,
Yeah.
it's set up and I light a bit of incense
Sure.
and I put a cup out, put the last of the sherry in it and a little bit of rations there and like say a quick prayer to Baldry.
As you say a prayer to Balderai, there's just an throughout the room.
Oh,
You look around, and the ghosts just start to fade. Just as like a wave, almost, it just washes back towards the end of the chapel, and they just go translucent and just seem to fade away.
That's not sinister at all.
That's perfectly normal. It is a normal thing that is
Happens to me
happening.
all the time.
I turn around and re-beg absolute forgiveness from Baldry for the things that we've just done. And I go to leave.
Turn around and start to leave you here. Go in peace. He seems to come in.
Did I just
She's freaking out. She's freaking out.
Sign the Bible!
Sign my chest.
not hated? with a slightly higher spring in my step, I go back.
Sure. Sure. Nice and quiet.
Nice and quiet.
Sure.
31.
So you open the door very gently. You see he's right there, stood in front of you, facing the other way.
I'm sure you're like, oh well, that was nice while it lasted.
I need to pee too badly for this level of suspense.
He heads the way you were going to head, and then turns and goes towards the library.
This has been a rich emotional day.
Head back to the hidden room. Yes.
What did you find?
I hope I hope I'll try.
What?
She spoke to me. What'd she say? She said, "Cody, please." She doesn't hate me. Yeah. Also, I pull out the runes, the relief of the runes. Anyone?
Can I recognise him?
What languages? Go on.
Draconic, giant.
First one.
I read it.
Draconic. Yeah, no, like it's individual runes, like they're
Okay.
quite large.
This one just says butt.
The other one
That's
says
been
tur.
good.
But no, yeah. It's general runes like it'd be used in abjuration spells. It's about protection.
Oh, so it's probably like a protect.
And I pull out the book.
Only you know
Snakes
she's
on it.
holding them upside down for some reason.
No,
Oh, thank you.
The new book.
Yeah, the new
I
book.
speak Common, Elvish, Sylvan, Dwarven, Celestial, and Auran. Do I recognise the language?
Oh, the new book that the language you
You
recognise,
did.
also Draconic.
Oh,
The copper plate book. Yeah, that is.
These
Yeah.
languages.
Is it?
Ned just has to sit down, has a bit of a read. He knows.
Is it word for word?
Is it word for word?
There's
Right, can I actually read the other?
There's one in common.
one in common, yes. Oddly enough, there's places where there's like simplifications of the terms from the Draconic to the common, or like the common seems simpler. Like there's more specific, and there's a lot more mention of dragons in the Draconic one.
Why is the Draconic one?
Read it to me.
Oh, shall I? I'm just gonna.
Huge
say-
eyes.
Whilst
Sorry,
I'm doing this, I would like to cast Identify on that ring.
And just
Yes.
as you start like pronouncing the first syllable, the conscience goes shh.
What about the ring?
I would like to cast Identify on the ring.
Does Identify have verbal
It
components?
does. Can you not whisper?
Oh, I can't do identify thing because I've got subtle spell, but I don't think I can. No.
Nah, it's...
You can try and cast it quietly if you like.
I would like to try and cast it quietly. Maybe it would help if I could pass without a trace.
I need to rest
Pass
before I
without-
can cast that again.
Pass without a trace is actually not, because that's for leaving no tracks. For actually being quiet, you need like deafness
Okay.
or
Yeah,
Alright. If I screw it up, we jump in the vent.
or silence. I would rather if you would jump in the vent and then speak things. I don't know if it knows this room exists, and I'd rather it didn't find it.
back.
There is only one magical lock on this place,
For that.
as far as I am aware.
But we got a plan, Ian. If we rest an hour, I can cast Pass Without a Trace again.
Okay. And I can get
You know, you
half
don't
of
actually
my
have to
spells back.
like whisper and
I know.
yeah.
How good are you on invisibility?
I've used up all my invisibility slots, but I can get them back if we rest.
Yeah, we'll have a short rest.
Okay.
We'll short rest here.
I will cast invisibility. Or you can do invisibility, can't you? No. Is it you? You can.
I can just cast Pass Without a Trace. Actually, I think I can be
Because
invisible.
I could just be a fly. But then flies can't swim. That's fine. I'll turn back into a person to swim out.
No, I don't have invisibility. My bad. But
Also, flies are quite loud.
If I cast Pass Without a Trace and you cast invisibility and I vote we just head back. Oh no, we can't get out our way. We put a really good lock on the bloody thing.
I got the key.
Oh yeah, we did. that one. Alright, we'll go to Kenilworth then.
It's the only thing in my inventory is the key out.
We'll go to Kenilworth.
Okay.
Right.
How do we do this?
Pass Without a Trace.
Can we misty step out of this corridor away from the bone creature?
Misty Step only goes 30 feet, and it's only one person.
Yeah, no, but we both got misty step.
Oh. You want to go out into the corridor. So hang on. So you're in this little, like, it's almost like a...
It's fine that I will invisible us both and you cast Pass Without a Trace.
We can go out by the vent, I'm thinking, and
Yeah,
just
okay.
go for the...
You're saying, all of you managed to leave by the vent last time.
I know, but I'm
Oh,
voting
okay.
we just run away from that fight.
Okay.
That's my plan.
Okay.
Okay.
Shall I do invisibility anyway?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
Yeah, invisibility, I'm doing Pass Without a Trace.
So we all
Okay.
roll advantage on stealth apart from you
Yeah.
and add 10.
Sure.
2 d20s and pick the highest.
29.
29.
Oh wow, that is not
20.
good.
What
20.
you-
Yeah.
So 30.
So you got a natural 20, you got 30, I've got 20.
Okay, so you're 20,
I
30,
rolled
29.
like a...
Cool. You head up the vent, the natural current of air ejecting you upwards. Landing in the cabin, you look around, and there's still a few rats around, but maybe about a quarter as much. About an eighth as many.
House, they've gone back to the surface.
There is there standing the rat man.
Oh, right then.
Shh, stealthy.
Actually, it's me he'd see, because I
Okay.
drop.
Yeah.
But, did you roll like a 35 for stealth?
29.
He doesn't see you. He's standing there waiting.
Does he look angry or does he look passive? I can roll
He
inside.
looks... Yeah, roll inside.
Oh, you were so close to being a natural 20. 15.
15. It's an agglomeration of about 70 or 80 rats. It's a little hard to tell. You need to read the facial expression that consists of rats.
The individual rats look happy.
The individual rats look ratty.
Okay. Well, I'm flying through here.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna. If he doesn't see me, let's
Sure.
just get out.
Yeah, you very carefully pick your way. It's much easier now to actually step between the rats. Yeah, they seem to be milling around less. Certainly the rats on the floor seem less angry and they're sort of
Flashbacks
skittering
to
around.
Swansea.
And you head to the trapdoor.
Yeah.
It is smashed through.
The bone devil.
Bone Daddy's in Kellingmouth.
Yeah, we're still gonna deal with that.
Ah, well, that's on the kill list.
Meredith, Bone Daddy,
Meredith.
OG Necromancer, the Beholder,
Wait. Meredith. Bone Daddy.
Ariane Wen.
Bone Daddy. Falvane. The OG Necromancer.
And my cousins.
And Neda's cousins.
Ariane Wen.
I'm not killing Ariane with
Oh,
big
please. He was a dick.
He was, but not yet.
But we'll have to bring your brother back before you can
I'll
kill him.
Skype him in. We won't tell him.
Oh,
We'll
geez.
all just jump him while he's asleep.
Okay.
To be fair, I think that was really funny.
We get out of.
Very carefully head up into your old house.
Memories.
Like no.
We paid the rent on this place recently. Yeah, have we only been gone like 2 days or
I
something?
don't. No, we've been gone like 2 weeks.
Yeah, you've been gone
We paid a month's
hang
rent.
on.
We paid a lot of rent.
Yeah, we paid a lot of rent.
You've been gone 8 days.
We paid a lot of rent though.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a lot of time spent walking between places.
Even though the trapdoor's smashed up, I still unlock it.
Fair.
I find the lock.
The lock is like 3 or 4 feet away, but yeah, you can go over to it, unlock it, put it back on, and then lock, and then let go, and it just drops.
How's the house?
The house is actually not bad. It
Did you crush my daisies?
Did it break the door that we spent
Yeah,
all
did
that
he
money
break
on?
the door that we actually put back?
We are putting
He
that
did not,
carpenter's
because you
code
did not lock
forward.
it. You do note there is someone's arm, like a human arm, on the floor, and just in common, or written in the hallway, there is the word thanks in capital letters.
Well, that's fun. At least you thanked us.
My God doesn't hate me. My God doesn't hate me. My God doesn't hate me. My
Yeah,
God
but
doesn't
I do.
hate me. My God doesn't hate me.
Right.
Okay. So, wait, who are we killing first?
I think Bone Devil. We've got to go find this Bone Devil.
Okay.
Can we long rest?
What time is it? I think we're still in the morning.
Yeah, it's still... Oh no,
We've
because...
probably hit lunchtime by this point.
Yeah,
My
it's
short
just...
rest,
It's a
then.
bit before lunchtime. Yeah,
Yeah.
no, because you did short rest, so it's a bit after lunchtime. Yeah.
We can do another short rest.
And then I get my spells back.
Yeah, do another short rest.
You look
Should we
around
leave it there? It's 10
outside,
to 10.
and... Yeah.
Yeah.
And, we'll leave it here. But the city is a little grey. Like, the light is a little difficult. It's almost like a heavy mist or fog seems to be hanging over. And as you watch, it is very, very slowly lightening. And you can see, lights winking on around the town. And that is where we'll leave it. Thank you very much for joining us if you did. And yeah, we'll hopefully see you next week.
That was like being a parent. 1 step forward, 2 steps back.
There is no aspect of this campaign that we haven't actually made worse.
Ah, it's fine. It's just because you haven't insight checked the right people.
I've been insight checking as well.
The
Just
wrong
the
people.
wrong people.
It's been fun doing that. Just like you release a lady necromancer, and then like
And then cross her.
you go to the necromancy tower and just explain everything to this guy who you don't check if he's ensorcelled or anything. And yeah.
I just want to
And-
be on record as saying I didn't want to double cross Meredith because I was like, this isn't going to end well. Do you remember how I said that?
Oh no, 100%.
And I did it because you persuaded me to.
Ah, it's
And
fine.
I was like, I knew
No,
I
it
would
isn't.
see it.
And I'm going to stop the stream